silk.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know what I'm going to do with.
What's that?
I have 29 pounds of silk from the spiders.
Yeah. We harvested everything.
I
was thinking of like a cloak.
Yeah.
Getting like
That'd be
going,
fun.
Yeah.
Nice. That'd look nice.
You can make slippers out of it. You don't get stuck on webs.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Do you have my mini?
Yep. We have all the things.
Robert's out of town?
Yeah. He's not going to be back till
For a while, yeah.
like end of February.
Does he work?
No, he's his parents live there and they're going away for a month to visit his sister and
He's gonna watch
the dog. Yeah.
He's gonna hold on his fort.
Yeah. They were like, well, we can just put him in a boarding thing. I was like, what? No.
How long
Not for
drive is
a
it
month. It's Google Maps says it's like a 4.5 hour drive.
So probably more like 5.5.
Yeah. I think he usually makes it 5.
Yeah, it depends on the passes too.
Yeah.
What they're like.
All right, setup's done, we're online, prep's done. And welcome back, everybody, to another exciting episode of Lions and Nobles, the story of foreigners in a foreign land. Exotic, deadly, dark at times, but moist. Moist pretty much always. Even when it's the dry season, it's the moistest place in all of Cormier. And on this auspicious day, you have found yourselves in the midst of civilization once again, haven't you? Yes, you have. You come upon Nykhas Rest, one of the two largest cities that the Farseas has to offer. The swamp denizens' major hub next to Three Trees, where you have come from. And with that, who cares to tell us what happened last episode on Lions and Nobles?
Well, we had a mad breakfast of great sausages. Donovan and whatever her name was, the exotic people showed up with the three dragons.
Oh yeah, a bit of a pissing match between Donovan and our guy.
Yeah, Christo and Donovan were like,
Yeah, and then I whipped the sausage in between
them
them.
and whipped it around.
I whipped it out and you put a little
The peacemaker?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was actually pretty funny. That whole sequence sister thing. Is this sausage coming into frame? Fucking terrific. As you were? After the sausage entry.
I think we basically went straight to the spiders after.
Well, we were just
Yeah,
traveling.
yeah, we talked to them for a little bit, but
They were investigating where we came from on
Yeah,
the-
that's-
asking us if the facility still works and all that stuff, and we said no. And then they went down to investigate, and then we left. Because we're like, we don't want to deal with this.
we did find out Christo was dismissed from his city service, and because what was it? He was an escort for someone important, and everybody died except him, so they blamed him.
Yeah.
We found out the fox mantles are the reason the Osrins are dead.
And her name was Ulanda, by the way.
Ah,
That suits her.
maybe I do have that written.
Oulanda.
Isn't that from Enchanted?
If it is, it's not from it, so far as I know.
Oh no, Una. Her name was Una.
I mean, when I was looking for the best writing that I could use to craft my story, Naturally Enchanted was the first thought that entered my head too. But then I didn't.
Oh, I already forgot what her name was.
I want my own double like Lucy.
And then Dawn.
Oh, you mean Disenchanted?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. I love it, haven't watched it.
What's Enchanted? Is that a thing?
It's an old, like, 90s fantasy, like, last I checked. If I'm
That's
thinking of
what I
the
was
right
thinking.
one, I
Still
might not even
thinking too.
No, sorry, I meant Disenchanted.
Yeah, which is a hilarious, Matt
It's
Groening.
by the same people
and,
that did Futurama, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
some episodes. It's pretty
Yeah,
fun.
it's Matt Groening. He was doing a passion project based on D&D, which I thought was great.
Yeah, we've seen most of it.
Yeah, for good reason. I haven't watched it because just time constraints. I should be throwing more of these tracks in the thing. Right. Sorry, as we were. Yeah, Ulanda's her name. You guys found out that Christo was dismissed from urban service, and that's why he was in the field before he decided that he'd had enough and moved on. Funny thing is, he's back in the field, as it were. Where are we? You guys fought a bunch of spiders on the way. The telltale sign was, if you recall, a whole bunch of webbing in the trees.
Found someone alive, someone else
Simon.
dead.
Yes.
The dead guy is currently on the back of my horse, and I took whatever gold.
You guys, yeah, that's right. No, he gave you guys his money, and when you guys arrived in the city, you remember he took his friend to get him buried.
Yeah.
Sorry, just digging up my notes. Shibbity-doo.
I did when he left, I did like a ritual on his friend before he took him. Because I wasn't going to go with him, but I'm just going to do a little ritual before he takes him.
And that didn't happen, so I can take that out.
But the spiders hurt.
Yeah, the spiders were
The
not
spiders
good.
were.
Yeah,
really
my
good.
giant
Christo has
scaly
all
dog
those.
didn't listen. And
Yeah,
died.
what the hell?
Who's
After
that?
Penny.
Her familiar, her dragon
I bet
familiar.
it's gonna happen a lot.
Yeah, during
Yeah.
the Thor, he was just like, oh no, it tickles. And then they stabbed him. And he's like, oh, they're not playing anymore. And he
I'm
died.
assuming we did, I'm
The
assuming
day
we
you
did
were
a long
gone, I
rest.
fought so hard to keep
Or
him
no,
alive.
not yet.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
And then I resummoned him again, like on the spot.
trying to think.
Oh,
what,
yeah, right.
what time did you guys get in Nykhas Rest? It was evening.
Yeah,
I
you're
think it was
grounded.
afternoon.
It's like,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was disappointed about because I need a long rest.
Yeah, you guys all need a long rest. And to that effect, actually, Christo, noting everyone is hurt, including himself, some after that last battle, he stubbed his toe on something.
No, I thought he got hit by the geyser.
Oh, yeah,
He did actually. That's right too.
He's telling everyone to leave, and then he just booked it right into the geyser, and then it erupted.
Right past it. No, it's true. Actually, that was a big blast. He was literally the only one in the radius because of the direction he chose, though. So, point being though is as the camera opens up, you guys walking into Nykhas Rest, you can see the urbanity of it all. It's surprising compared to where you've been in the last while. Three Trees, while big, was still a very mud buildings, brick buildings are a rarity. It's mostly wood and canvases, and then mud construction. While they're very large buildings, all the same. For being mud and clay structures, the truth is it's still just that. Nykhas Rest, by contrast,
that's so cute. He's a blood. Yeah.
is a very polished gem to an otherwise uncut rock. All around you, you see polished marble and granite structures aside the very clay and wood that made Three Trees what it was. The variety here is stunning at first, as you see glistening and gleaming glass of stained varieties coming off of what look to be temple structures. And the totems at this point you recognize easily that you see strewn about. As you walk along, you can see a few of them. With tapestries featuring those same familial swamp guardian portraits and visages. There is a large statue of Papa Crocus that you in fact walk past with a fountain. And yeah, there's quite a few actually. You see bullywugs, grogs, lizard people, and even a few humanoids, I suppose, that are encircled about and encircled about and paying homage, as well as you see the random like smaller statues with collections of coins and bits of just stuff, I guess you could say. There'll be a couple coins and then a couple odds and ends and a fish and another, just whatever you can imagine.
Are they more obsessed with Papa Crocus than the rest of them?
He's, from what you see, kind of the leader of the Pantheon. You can see that usually when it's the rest of the Pantheon, I guess it would be like an encirclement. You'll get various assemblies of them where, let's say like you'll have a statue of and then heads of Papa Crocus around one of the larger statues that you see so far is just this rotunda of. Otherwise you see the occasional you see as you're walking along, you see a bunch of smithies that are situated off to the left, and you're just walking along this main drag, people walking all around, and you see these smithies down a side street. And they've got amidst them actually in the center of a little courtyard statue of like the crocodilian lord. What the fuck was his name? Crocon, yeah.
Can I make an offering, run over, make an offering to Papa Crocus?
Well, no.
Sweet. And ask for his blessing.
You can throw religion.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So basically, you guys are walking along this place, and you hang back a moment. The rest of you do too. Christo stops to look back. He doesn't say anything as he watches you approach.
18.
You find yourself easily recounting and reciting, I don't know, what would be the prayer?
Dear Father, Father who art in the swamp forever, hear our prayers. Guide my fellow soft skins through my fellow dry skins
Well done.
through the swamp without too much harm. I know they're infidels, but they do not tread so harshly on them, Father.
How kind of you.
We don't hear it. We don't know what he said.
Yeah,
either.
just
Happy birthday!
A few people take note of this. Someone puts their hand on your shoulder. You feel brighter in the presence of the Father. And as you walk away, people take notice.
You're illuminated.
But Christo stays for the moment, lets you do the thing. Roughly about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, after which you guys start walking along. It is thick with bodies all around, people of all shapes and sizes, and they are very much people. You see, all around you. You don't see, how can I put it, like creatures and beasts anymore. While you would go to a village and you would see all the denizens, they very much look like denizens, half clothed, if at all, walking about, just like, it's the backcountry, it's the natives of. But then you go here and suddenly it's all civilized. You'd almost expect that you'd walked into, oh my god, what the hell is the name of the capital? I'm drawing such a blank on an S word.
Zambia?
No, Zambia is the country, and I keep,
I don't know.
holy crap. You'd think you'd almost walked into the capital of Cormier or Ariston itself. But even Ariston doesn't have marble buildings. And as you look around and realize you're walking on sometimes polished cobble, you realize the reason being is probably because of all the wet feet. And you can see also there's the occasional spray of waters that are coming off of strategically placed hoses that are basically piping mists of water. So despite the
You're
heat,
just always moist now.
Yeah.
You don't need a barrel.
despite the heat, all of you dry skins are actually not so much. Or if you are hot on sweating, you certainly can't tell. The downside, of course, is everything is wet. You, on the other hand, are having a great time because everything is wet.
I'm like leaning back in the barrel and I look at her. Miss me?
People are taking note. I want to say also, as you guys are trundling along, not so much because of you guys being different, but people are pointing at you in the barrel.
Ooh.
And you can hear whispers and hushed remarks here and there as you're passing by. And you're curious about what it might be until someone says, "Who is that? Who is that? Who is that over there? They've got, what's the word I'm looking for? An entourage."
Oh yeah, you have a giantess carrying you in your barrel. And you're like, yeah.
Christo's looking about. He hears this and he looks up at you and kind of gives a smirk at this and continues walking. Anybody with a passive perception, I don't know, 12 or better, can see he's got his hand on his crossbow as he walks like this. And kind of looks around all the time. And anybody with a passive insight of 12 or better can tell that he's perturbed or just tense, expecting trouble. Maybe, you're not sure. But then neither is he, it seems. In any event, as you guys proceed through the city, he looks back upon you as the camera's like showing you guys, and each of you, like he's half burnt and still has like scorch marks across up his hat. Kind of got a bit of a burn mark. He takes his hat off to look at it and says, "I need to find a milliner. Perhaps you find us a nice tavern or something. Someplace we can rest. Nice opulent room, please. And see if perhaps we can find somewhere that has baths we need to get clean." He holds out a couple coins. Looks like a small stack of gold. Who takes it? Then you grasp a hold of the coins, and he says, "A bath if you can. Look around. Try. This place, they love being wet. I have appointments to make, work to do. I will convene with you in due course. Wherever you find, I'm sure we'll be fine. I see you all shortly." He hobbles off. Hey?
Roll for investigation.
Yeah. Meanwhile, as she's starts wandering about, who's going with her or who's going to find somewhere else to be?
Well, I got
impaled, so I'd like to go take.
Everyone's just looking for a roof? That's fine.
Like we just want to rest.
Yeah, come
That sounds
by a
fine.
spider.
Are you sure you don't want to split the party?
I'm splitting the party.
Oh yeah? What do you do?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go look around because it's really fancy. Is it a city?
It's a
Is
city,
it
man.
a city? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna go look for a more like. I'm now on the path of like looking for how to make my food better. So there's probably some good restaurants
Oh, yeah.
and like good like resources for being able to cook outside cities. Like I'm
Sure.
trying to look for
Yeah.
like more information around like somewhere like a cookbook, but like I feel like a lot of chefs might not be out in the wilderness, but I'm kind of like looking for more like resources on like things I can use outside to make food better, or like what are like where like with the animals we see or monsters, what I can use to like make sure I don't kill our team. Stuff like venom and stuff like that.
Or what plants are not poisonous.
Yeah.
Very good. 15.
Yeah, what plants are not poisonous so we don't die.
I see nothing. I think everybody's pointing at me when they're pointing at Flick.
I'm just waving at you from my
And
barrel.
I'm like,
Honestly, if I had any, if I had high charisma, I would have just like I would have milked this. I would have been like, "This is the Lord." Getting like free food.
That's actually great to do any of this.
I don't have any.
no,
I have
I'm
plus
like
one charisma, which is
7
not gonna work.
charisma.
We can try, but I don't think it's gonna
I'm
work.
not charming at all.
Yeah, I'm an 8.
Which is same for life.
None of us are charming.
I can always try, but it's not gonna go well.
Story of my life.
We're all socially awkward.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have the charm of a frog.
Shit.
yeah, yeah. Mirren's just extra autistic, like I am, but she's more deadpan about it. I've just learned to hide it. Woo!
Okay. So with a 15, you find there's a couple of various places actually. Passing by a few taverns and a few inns, you also see a couple bathhouses, specifically speaking. But I'm going to change this.
Remember what I just said about bathhouses? We should probably use those.
Temporary hit points,
Yeah.
just saying. Although they'll make you feel like $1 million. The point being is, and smell like $1 million. You find, like I said, a couple of various places. There's the Sunbasker's Retreat catches your eye pretty much right off the bat, for it's got a large set of decks surrounding it. You can see a whole bunch of lizard people out there, which you might imagine they're doing, resting in the sun, doing their thing. You pass by the Tail Whip Tavern, which looks like it's got a very humanoid population. And finally, you see a large 3-story inn, the Herder's Haven. And the first thing that catches your eye about it is outside you see it's got these long-necked sort of creatures that look like cattle, save for the literally long necks snaking off it. You recognize them, they're called catapultus. They're actually a thing. You can see that they've all got eye coverings, except, well, most of them have eye coverings, I should say. You also see that the area around them has a rather high fence, and any plant life that's nearby there has long since wilted. Or at least it looks like long since wilted. There's
What do they do?
good question. You can look it up or roll history. And also there's the Wayfarer's Roost that you see some ways down. It
Ah,
looks like
20.
fair enough. You've heard of these. They're swamp cattle after a fashion that provide a sweet milk, but can kill with their gaze.
Cool.
Oh.
So
I want to drink the death milk.
Someone stare at him.
Don't look it in the eye.
So there's that. As far as bathhouses during this trek, the Bong Bong bubble baths is what you see. We'll go with that.
I mean, Krista wanted somewhere fancy, right? I would imagine the place that's 3 stories with the death milk moo cows, you know, would probably be it.
It does look equipped. The Wayfarer's Roost also, or sorry, that was the Wayfarer. No, that was Herder's Haven. The Wayfarer's Roost looked alright when you first saw it, but none of the inns really strike you as super opulent. They just look like nice establishments. Just saying.
I want to go with the death cows.
That's right. So that's Herder's Haven.
I want some of that milk and that come with
I
it.
want the bath, so.
No, sorry, do you want that? Yeah. Right, rock that off.
Well, yeah, I would imagine we go secure our rooms and lodging and then regather and go to the bathhouse.
What'd you roll?
What was I rolling for?
This was investigation for your restaurants. So you happen upon the Herder's Haven. It's a nice enough place. As you walk in, you can see it's well furnished. The place is clean. Doesn't have too much dust in the corners, and none in the actual living space. Hey,
I got a 19.
terrific stuff. There's quite a few establishments, but long and the short, it's going to cost. Let's see. If he gave you, let's say, 6 gold, it's going to cost you 4 gold for the rooms. Sorry, it's 2 gold for the rooms, and
Oh my God,
just
that's
overnight.
adorable.
It's very intense.
That counts stabling as well, right?
Yes, quite literally. Yeah, for the rooms and the stables, and then and that's per night. So a gold for all of you and your horses per night. Or sorry, 2. And he asked you, are you just staying the one night?
Are we?
I think so. Yeah.
He just asked you. Krista didn't say anything.
Oh, I will assume so, yes. I will notify you if otherwise.
He gives a nod at this, takes your coin and hands you 2 keys for the lot of you. Oh, sorry, it's still kind of going. In any event, he hands you 2 keys and lets you go at her. He says, food will be served 3 times a day if you're here. You get to eat. If you're not, it'll get cleaned up an hour later and you're out of luck. Breakfast is served at 9. Breakfast is served at we'll say sometime past sunup. Lunch at midday and dinner when the sun's down. Otherwise, free to go as you please, and we'll see that your horses are stabled well and away from the caddos.
Thank you.
With that, you guys have 2 keys for 2 rooms, and as you guys get yourself set up and squared down, get yourself resting. No, not so much. We'll go back
What
to
are
this
the
one.
room setups like?
Yeah, I was going to say, as you guys get yourself set up, you're pleased to find that not only are they feather beds with soft feather pillows, but you have a large window overlooking what you didn't think would be much of a view. But not only is the sun shining outside
I
beautifully.
thought you were prepping the windows.
Yeah.
Like a little trick.
It's like,
Yeah, it's like, what is he gonna do with this?
what, the curtains? No, not the curtains. Huge tracks of yeah. So, as you guys look out the window, it really is the big city. As you guys can see, for far and wide, rooftops, towering buildings, and teeming population like ants, like literally 2 stories down over there. You guys are like, anyway, you can see everybody milling about, making their way to whatever they might be doing, but there's just so many. And it's non-stop, every corner, every street. There's people up and down. You see vehicles too, I should note. You see horses, you see people riding wolfback occasionally.
Wolfback?
Sorry, I should say.
That's very cool.
Not just, but like other 4-legged creatures. I'm just having drakes, there we are, thank you.
One day he shall be big enough.
Well, you're seeing like tiny, sort of like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Tiny bullywugs riding atop these 4-legged beasts, and there'll be like a couple well-dressed bullywugs or lizard people that are with them. It's like they're well-to-do and their kid gets a thing, you know, and they'll have like an armed lizard guard with them. And this is the sort of population, like, as you guys are walking, like I said, there's marble buildings, and you can see gold placard signs out, and through a stained glass window, you can see there's like severed people hands that are holding rings and jewelry, displayed as such, like somebody's severed head, and it's got like a gold crown on it, and it says on there, First Blood Special. Oh yeah. As you're walking through,
Well, we're looking out the window right now.
right? Well, you're seeing out the window,
Yeah.
and as you're looking through, you can see all of this city. You see all the tapestries, and suddenly it hits you. It's the day of First Blood, when the bullywugs and lizard people got into the war they settled ever so long ago. So they're celebrating with all sorts of things, as you can clearly see, including discounts at that jewelry store. But aside from this, they've got a procession that you can hear and see just the tops of, all the way over there. Just going along and the music echoing off of it. But in any event, as you guys get yourselves settled down, you stand outside the Roaming Roaster, which looks like a nice enough place, except it looks like it was once upon a time a large wagon, and then they've kind of built a restaurant off of it.
Nice.
This is after passing by a place that you weren't quite so sure, the Wandering Stew Pot. No, I'm kidding. I hate that one, honestly. I really just don't like that one. We're gonna go with...
If I can interject, because the party is split up.
Yeah.
Once we finalize our establishments and like our lodging, I'm just gonna send Darren Thor to find the others because he can sniff them out.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, yeah. The chef Turok greets you. He's a jovial fellow, and as you walk into this place, the thing that gets you is the smell right off the hop. It doesn't smell like anything that you've ever smelled before. Almost would be disgusting if it weren't so intriguing and, honestly, oddly inviting. Does
Is
that
it
make
like
sense?
food liquid like?
No, it's very... How can I put it? So first off, when you walk in, the place just gets thicker with the smells. It smells very spicy, and it's definitely barbecue of some sort. The chef, as you come to find, actually sits behind the counter, introduces himself as Sandstern at first, and then when he understands why you're there, which you can throw me a persuasion on.
It's not good. It's a 4.
He says,
Oh dear.
he says
18 to a 4.
he says quite simply, Turok has no time for this.
Well,
As he says this and turns away, the rest of the kitchen that you see is not only immaculate, but has a huge variety of gear. For being so small an establishment, like as you walk in, you see he's got maybe a seating of 20 tables, and there's nobody else in the place when you walk in. The door was just open, but as you walk in, it's completely empty, and he's just at the back chopping away at some stuff. And you come to see that he's just chopping a root of some sort. But that said, yeah, he hears you out on it, and as he turns away, like I say, the place is immaculate, has a huge variety of gear, like knives of every shape and size, a perfectly stacked arrangement of bowls, and the ingredients that he keeps out that you can see are all organized as they are in various little baskets and crates, some of them hanging overhead. And the rest of the restaurant, I mean, behind you is more or less solid wood, nothing too fancy there. And the tables themselves as well are just simple solid wood, and all very solid and all very clean. They've got scratch marks and whatnot from people's claws, but, sorry?
is it not open yet?
The door was open, but no, there's nobody here except for him.
So he's
There's a
like-
knock
he's-
at the back door
so he's,
behind
like,
him.
prepping.
Yeah, a knock at the back door behind him. At which point he says, like I say, Turok has no time for this. I'm sorry. And he says it like that. He's a lizardly fellow, actually, a little crotchety, old. But yeah, as he turns away, he goes over towards the door. As he does, you can see he's this hulking, massive lizard muscle that just rolls away to open the door. And you can see there's a lizard and a frog fellow behind, both of them holding sacks of something. He points over to a corner and thanks them cordially. Then looks over towards you as he walks over. Why are you still here?
So he said he didn't have time. So how about I offer him. I say I'm just here I just want to learn. How about can I help you tonight for no cost.
I need no help.
No? Alright.
He looks around, although it would be good if I had someone to chop those. And then he looks away and he just goes back to cutting what he's cutting. There's a bit of root. He points over there, says that.
Yeah, I'll accept that offer, even if it's just a little bit, and I'll go help cut whatever is there.
Are you the only one separated from the group?
I think so.
Yeah.
At the moment.
At the
Okay.
moment, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Denny's just gonna sit with you then.
Oh, Denny's with him?
Well, he's sniffing him out.
He's looking for it.
Well, it's so, it's,
So there's
so he knows
where
we're staying.
The
There's a
chef's
fly in
gonna-
your soup, sir. would not be a problem here.
Kids
But,
are on the outside.
anyhow.
They're gonna eat them. That's where they're gonna eat Denny's from.
Just some
Yeah.
nice little tailgate pieces.
He reappears beside you, but he's
No.
missing. He's
No, just
missing
wait
your-
for him to molt his scales, you know, and then it's like those little wafers you get at church when you eat the body of your god, like a death cult.
He's gonna reappear beside you,
It's like
missing his
just its
tail.
skin.
As you reach into the basket,
No, when he dies,
you
he
realize
disintegrates
you're just
into, like,
chopping
gold dust.
potatoes, but you haven't seen these before. They've got a weird golden sheen to them beyond anything. They almost sparkle as you're looking them over. And next to them, you see just a variety of other odds and ends that you read about, but you have no idea where to get these things, and you certainly haven't seen them along your travels. That said, though, as you pick up the potato, roll performance, or actually roll me your cooking ability, I guess. What is your cooking ability in this case?
I don't know.
What did I say last time? Did I give you one last time? I was gonna go with intelligence. It's wisdom or insight-ish, as it were, for figuring shit out in the field. But something like this, I feel like dexterity maybe for cutting, but then intelligence, I would say, for having technique.
Which one would you like?
Strength.
Well, no, I asked you. What is your cooking ability? Situational is one thing, but what is your cooking ability? What do you use when you cook? Because I don't think it gives you one in the book.
I don't think
So there's your proficiency, but then your ability.
I guess it wouldn't be wisdom, right?
Your call.
I would rather
You could
wisdom.
probably argue a lot of them.
That's fine. You're inciting this as you go. I can buy that for $1.
So it's a 14.
As you pick up the bits and begin going at her, he looks over and he says, "Thinner."
Okay.
Roll again.
16.
He just grunts and nods and chops away at his end.
Can I ask him, what are these potatoes called?
He says something gutturally, and you can roll me your intelligence to understand it, or you know what, you can incite it.
Okay.
Potatoes?
Inside the potatoes.
Potato.
It is a 10.
In short, it sounded like he said gold sun tuber.
All right.
Based
Checks
on the
out, yeah.
description.
Yep.
He goes on to grunt out some other shit. You can kind of make out the rest. Something to do with the soil they grow in being rich in like crystalline or gem rock stuff.
Wow. Which makes them shiny.
He finishes off by saying, "Very crunchy."
Crunchy potatoes.
That said, though, you proceed to spend the day with him. You get a couple hints and couple notes as you ask about your various ingredients that you have come to find along the way. And for the known ingredients that you have on your list, at this point you are a little better at finding them, you feel like, when you're going to be out in the field. So for those ones, you can take a bonus in the future.
Okay. Can I ask him about spider legs?
He gives a nod and says, barbecued, they turn out fantastic. He also says that a couple crushed Yeah. A couple crushed bits of this and that will do the trick along with it. So next time you cook spider's legs, you get to upgrade that die a bit. Instead of a D6, it's probably a D8.
Okay, cool.
That said, you spent the day doing that, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Still bleeding from some of your areas from the beating you took.
I wasn't.
Not too bad?
I only lost 2 HP. That
Oh,
was
okay.
like-
You're
so I was
Did you
good.
heal yourself from Valera right at the end there?
It's all
healed
bloody,
Valera.
stinking of swamp, a little bit of cobweb in your hair.
Yeah.
It's like
I've
if you're
got 29 pounds of silk.
Well, you would still have like
Backpack.
dry blood on you.
Yeah, he's like, okay.
Hopefully he gave you an apron or something. Though, again, I don't know what his patrons
He
expect.
barely wanted me there, to be fair.
That doesn't sound like a health food safety code.
I probably took my armor off before I started in the kitchen, like just put it aside or something.
What are you wearing these days? Breastplate?
Yes, heavy armor. So I'm definitely going to be cooking in that. Yeah, I got my +1 chainmail. So.
Right, so you guys are settled in. And is at this point, I suppose you guys are settling in, having yourself a long rest, or are you guys going to go find somewhere to have a long rest?
No, I passed out.
Very good.
I just set the barrel down and just like
Sounds about right, actually. And yourselves.
I'm looking out the window, narrowing my eyes at all the blues. I see what
Oh my god.
what are they up to?
Can't trust him.
There's
Yeah.
so many.
Yeah, was that my fishing rod? No, it's a broom.
Yeah.
And then, after enough scowling and racism, I go to bed as well.
enough scowling and racism.
Exhausted from my racism, I pass it.
I'm assuming it's like boys in one room and girls in the other room.
I mean,
I am unconscious on the
I
bed.
refuse to be.
Yeah.
I refuse to be gendered. I know my gender. I literally don't even have gender.
How progressive.
This whole time.
Okay, boys and brung in one room.
Yeah.
Just me and
I mean, the
Flick.
barrel's in this room.
And yourself?
Oh, right.
Passed out?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay, that sounds
That's a
fine.
good
So
plan.
before I leave, I'm just trying to think of, like, I just want to ask him if he knows anything Grung would like how, like, to cook in the future. Yeah, like Flick
Oh.
would like to eat, because he probably wouldn't like human food. So, trying to think of like anything I
Would
could
you
like.
spider legs barbecue?
Yeah, like I'm not sure. Anything to spice up the meal, so to make Flick feel more at
Yeah.
home when I'm.
As the camera pans against you guys, it's been about 2 hours, and you've seen a few deliveries come through, various things, and as it counts back, it shows him like slicing up some meat, shows you in the background slicing up some,
Still the potatoes.
yeah, just KP duty.
Yeah.
No, actually, you've been upgraded through a couple various bits, actually. There's one particular thing he had you cut a lot of, and you had to be super careful with a thing he called scooty, and it's basically squash, but it's very moist squash, and if you held it too hard, it would literally just come apart in your hand. And you had to cut it, and he gave you this knife, and he's like, ooh, and you're like, the moment you touch it, it's like falling, like the knife is so sharp. And it's very light in your hand, and as you're holding it and using it, you can almost see like a sparkling sheen come off the blade. And what's more is, as you've finished every slice of this thing, it stays clean through the whole thing. It's very clearly a very magical kitchen cutting knife that this guy's using. As I was saying, he cuts away at things, and at one point, he flicks a piece of the meat over at Denny, who's just like chomp, and then also gets a fire going outside. At one point, sorry, I should mention, he opens up the back wall, and there's just this kind of fire trough that he gets going. Anyway, so all that aside, you finish helping out with the prep. You ask him the question. He says, "Duskpond," and he grabs a hold of a small box that he keeps to the side. He says, "Very rare. He puts it down. And literally, it's like one of the few dry goods that has a lid on it. And he opens it up, and the first thing that gets you is a bunch of flies fly out from it. And he says, they are collected at night. He grabs you a fistful. And it's like probably a quarter of the box that he's handing you.
Okay. And what are they?
Dusk pods, he calls them.
Dust pods?
Collected at night.
What happens if you collect it at daytime?
No flies.
Oh, okay.
Did he hand them to you?
Okay?
I
Just
don't.
holding
I
them
guess.
No. They fly away for the most part. But when he's holding it, you can see that there's a bunch of eggs laid in them.
All right. It's good to know.
He looks at you and says, "If you want to eat, you can, but you should cook first. Bad for soft stomachs.
Barbecue again?
Always barbecue."
Always barbecue.
Like a good old Creole.
He also asks you spider's legs, do serious have?
Yes.
Yes.
I have to. Do you want some?
Yes.
They're apparently in really good condition.
Yes. He says,
How many do we have?
56.
We have 56? That's a lot.
And
But he
they're all
hands you-
about 2 pounds.
he hands you, yeah, like I said, he hands you a fistful of dusk pods, and he simply says, "You are good help."
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'll give them some. Can I say I'll bring them in the morning because they're like over there. But they're on a horse somewhere.
They're still bundled up.
He
I don't
gives
know where they are.
he just gives a simple nod.
How many would you like?
How many you have?
Oh, I have.
All of them.
Well, I need a couple.
He takes
How would
a. He reaches into his apron actually, and then he reaches into the other one.
I don't need. What? Oh yeah, can I give? How about I give you all of them for the knife?
He looks over towards the
I
knife.
have
He
56.
looks towards them and which one?
The one I was using when I was cutting the what was it called?
Okay, but like how many
The
knives
squishy?
can you buy with the value of the spider legs?
Well, the spider legs are two gold a piece. so
It's true.
so
They're
the knife
not a
is a
cheap
sword?
good.
I
Hey,
don't know. It's magic.
I was gonna stop and get you a doorknob, but then I remembered
he hasn't said
you on any of it. He just said all of them. He
Thank
doesn't
you.
know what
No,
all it is.
I
He
know.
can just give him 10.
I'm not in a rush. No, I'm good.
Okay, you
A
said.
snack is one thing, yeah. Like chips or something would be good.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
I could go to like.
I don't have to make a special trip. This is great. Thank you.
Okay.
There's some kids
Sorry.
there.
I didn't.
Yeah, there's some
there.
chips there.
I don't think I'm not sure what kind of those even
So
are.
one day we
It's
didn't
like a
bring
party
chips.
mix. Humpty Dumpty mix.
And then.
It's not like a party mix.
Party man.
Yeah, that's why I haven't eaten it. And no one else
Bring that on
in
his
the
trip.
house.
Anytime.
What the hell?
It's like,
There's
I don't
no
know.
ice.
No.
So what was the squishy thing called?
That was, he called it
it's like
scurry.
Scurry?
Yeah. It's just, from what you can tell, it's a squash
Okay.
that's been grown in the swamp.
So yeah, I'll say just the knife I was using for when I was cutting the scurry.
He gives a nod and says, "You bring spider's legs. Like maybe, yeah. We see what you bring."
We see what I bring.
We see
All
what
right,
you
yep. So yeah, that'll.
He gives a smile at this and says, "You could help, but don't let it go through your head."
I say I never do.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
always learning.
Another one you picked up was river sticks, which is a form of asparagus actually,
Oh.
and
It's a good name
oh,
for
actually
asparagus.
shade leaves, as he called them, and that was just lettuce from what you can see.
Yeah.
Although it's purple out here, like deep purple. Like you know how sometimes you get the lettuce that has a bit of purple, and like this stuff is just completely, which I know we kind of see, but that's like all he has. That's what he called it though.
Can I say before we end it? I say I'll give you all of them tomorrow, but can you make me one or two before I go?
Make you one or two what?
The spider legs to see how.
Do you have them with you?
I have them in the morning. I said I was going to bring it before I.
Oh, this is
head out.
we're moving to the next day.
Yeah, so
oh,
like, in
sorry,
the morning,
I missed
I'll-
that transition. My
I
apologies.
said like when I
Oh
bring them.
no, I thought we were all gonna like go take a bath and then go to bed.
Oh, is that what's happening? I
Yeah.
missed that transition too.
She's passed out.
I'm-
He's passed
You
out.
are, you
Yeah,
are.
Why would
We're
I
all
sleep in
sleeping
my
right now.
I'll
swamp?
take the bath in the morning.
That's
I
gross.
would
Well,
assume you would come
that's the
back
best
and
use for
pass out.
temporary hit points, may I
And then we
say.
can all go take a
Group bath.
morning.
Okay, well, they might be passed out, but I'm gonna go take a bath. Goddamn. I'll go without them. Fuck. I'm not sleeping in there.
But yeah, I just
Like
said,
make
I
you
said
guys
when I
sleep
come
in
back
bed with
and
me because we both stink, and then you can sleep in
But
bed.
yeah.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
thing is,
so I
would've
just said
stripped
in the
off
morning,
everything.
when I bring you to spider
Let it
legs,
air out.
can you
Like,
make
the
me a
dirty's
couple
off
to
me
see
now.
how they are?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that I wasn't panning to the
I'm
morning. I was
fully
just saying.
clothed in my wet fur, just like in a ball on the bed.
Hang on a sec. I'll
Wet,
be right back. I
smelly
think my
fur.
daughter's still in the car.
Daughter?
Daughter, yeah.
Like a child.
Yeah.
When
The one that brings the hamster.
Yeah.
when you're like I'm leaving to go take a bath, I slapped the side of the barrel. I was like, barrel's free.
It's like full of literally shit
Yeah.
from your
You have to like
ideas.
you're gonna sit in the barrel with your knees up.
That was an emergency. Like she couldn't get out of the car.
Oh,
Okay, sorry about that.
She was voluntarily in the car.
yeah. But yeah, before
Yeah.
Kate does the thing, I wasn't panning to the next day. I was saying in the morning when I do come, can you make me a couple of spider legs before I have to head out in my travels?
He gives a nod at this and he says, "We see what you bring."
All right.
Ah, good. You here. And as you look over, you see this absolutely brute of a lizard walk into the place.
Oh,
like through the
no.
door. Hi, boss. He says, "Not no visitors." He just like carries on in lizard person. After that, the guy responds and such. You can kind of make it out like why he was late,
Yeah.
and from what you understand, he's here to just watch the door and make sure there's no trouble.
Okay, like a security guy.
You haven't seen one other person come through that works with him, so
Why
so far as you can see.
does the restaurant need a security guard?
Busy city.
That's it, though.
I am not questioning it
There's
at
a lot
all.
of there's a lot
You're
of
like,
bull-
I did my prep, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm
Are you
here
gonna
to
say
cook.
bullywugs?
there's a lot of blue crime in the area. It's the neighborhood.
You're so racist.
Perfect. With that said,
Splayed in my feather bed.
the camera pans against you guys, all of you, as it shows you solidly sleeping away. Cuts to show you on the walk home. Visions of golden sun potatoes jumping through your head, along with all sorts of other things. You're trying to go over the various names of all the shit that he told you. So Barfrucht was apparently some sort of weird, from what you see inside, very similar to tomatoes, same sort of seed pattern and shit. Murray Pomar, which are their form of bell peppers.
We'll be making salads.
That's fine.
He gives you tips on finding these things in the wild here and there. It's kind of hard to pick up here and there. I'm going to need you to make a perception check, just real brief. I'm going to have to keep a fucking inventory of ingredients separate from everything. We're working on my game, and I made it so you could like buy property.
Oh damn.
It's the easiest fucking code of the game that I'm developing.
Got a 17.
17, terrific stuff. You hear everything just fine. And at times are wondering if he's like bumbling them just to piss you off. You find out that while he called them dusk pods to you, formerly they're also known as riverboon, which is to say they're normal peas aside from the ones that are very frog specific in terms of delicacy. You also find out that those comparatively are a lot harder to find, again because of specific circumstances.
The eating them all.
Yeah.
They're taking all of our flies.
Yeah.
You're lined up.
I knew it.
Finally, Bacascolo, which are they're beans. They're red beans specifically
Okay.
Garbanzo
of the swamp.
Swamp beans.
So good swamp beans.
Gar Swampo bean.
Now all I can think about is like swampy cat toes.
Oh, we're gonna have an awesome chili, aren't we? We've got beans.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Chili,
Yeah.
salad.
So anyway,
Set. We just need to
as I said, it shows all you guys
fries, yeah.
as you're passed out, doing what you're doing. That is to say, snoring, enjoying whatever fantastic dreams or nightmares. Camera pans against your docile faces, and a moment later, it cuts back to you coming up the stairs, looking around, and you see Christo, actually situated in the hallway, at the end of the hallway, just kind of staring out the door. Staring out the window, not out the door. Staring out the window down the hall. He's sitting in, like, the place has a little sitting area. Sometimes you see at hotels.
Foyer?
And he's got, not the foyer itself, but the lobby foyer is downstairs.
Parlor?
He's gone upstairs. And there's, like, I guess a little parlor at the end of the hall. It's probably the term for it. The window's open. There's a warm breeze coming through, occasionally a bit of mist. As you're approaching, you can see there's a breeze coming through. A little bit of mist hits you as you come, probably about about 10 feet away. Yeah, you can see there's like a misting hose outside, and you can see Christo's got like a bunch of parchments sitting down on the floor. You recognize them as maps easily enough. He's got an ink pot and quill sitting out, and he's kind of just doing shit with his compass and making notations. And he looks up at you as you approach. He's got his cane over there and a couple bottles over here. Gives you a nod. How was your day?
It was pretty busy. We're just at some restaurant I found, helping them out, just learning for more culinary skills so I can make us some good meals later on.
Huh?
How was your day?
It was good. This town, everyone knows you when you walk in.
Did you patch yourself up? Did anyone help you out?
He points himself out a little bit, and he lifts his arm, and you can see like he's got a bunch of bandages down it. Doctor was thorough. I will recommend them.
All right.
You what's your passive insight? Sorry, passive perception and insight, I suppose.
My passive perception's 13 and insight is 15.
You notice something different about him. Is it a haircut? No. He doesn't have his crossbow on him.
Where
Also, you can see that his cane is missing its pump. He usually has like the top of it. It's got usually one of those traditional sort of pommels, and it wasn't really noteworthy or anything. It's just missing.
What room are you staying in?
The one next to you. There's spare beds in the other one.
What's up with
He points to the one that says the other one, and he points to the one that says there's spare beds in the one closest that you're about to actually head into.
Yep. I'm gonna say it's the first time I've seen you without your crossbow.
He looks down, and he looks back at his papers. Yes, I have to get it fixed.
Gonna get it fixed. What happened to it?
I don't know. The string game went then.
You
Bad
what?
luck.
Bad luck? What happened? What about the?
You realize that as patched up as he is, he was burnt.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Those bandages had a bit of blood on them.
Yeah. That's something. I'm not gonna get into it with him. I'm like, all right. I'm just like, kind of remember. I just kind of remember it, and then I'm just gonna be like, okay, have a good night.
Gives a
I will
nod.
absolutely say something.
I'm not that type of person.
That said, though,
I don't like conflict, so
Did
I
you?
do.
You
I know.
to the bathhouse?
Yeah, I'm gone to the bathhouse.
oh, you are gone to the bathhouse. Okay, I thought you were waiting the next day.
No,
This
she
is
won't.
temporary.
God, no. I'm not sleeping in my swampiness. I want to be clean.
Like
That's
I
fine.
said, I just stripped all the swampiness off.
It's
And
in
I'm
your
just laying with
pores.
her.
It's fine.
In between your toes. You're gonna get
I love
trench
this
foot.
shit. Trench foot.
So
mean,
yeah,
how
before
does
I head
this
out, I'll
work
just
exactly?
because Denny's been following me.
Yeah.
Well, he
I
was
would say-
leading you back.
Yeah. So I'll just say go find your mom. I'm heading to bed.
And that's how you got back.
Yeah, but then she's not there, so I just said.
Oh.
You
Actually,
can go find her again.
yeah, fair enough. I mean, either of you, in either room, right? But point being, yeah. So the camera pans against, shows you guys out, and then cuts to the room to show it like open inwards. You walk in. Door closes, and a moment later we hear you flump into a bed. The camera just fades out there,
And on
looking at the
flick.
door. With that said, you
Heavy armor.
flop in and he flies off the bed. You, on the other hand, just real quick, end up at Vapor Luna, we'll call it. Vapor Luna specifically is I'm going to say the first place that you found that has exactly what you think you're looking for. And as you walk in, that sense becomes more and more direct and apparent as the heat, the steam, and 2 gold later, essential oils and what they called a poo-poo. Oh no, actually I gave you bong bubbles is way over at the gate. This is the first place down the road from where you guys settled in. But Vapor Luna has, as I said, essential oils and some sort of poo-poo. You're not quite sure. It's a gel that makes you all smell nice and everything on your skin rub tightly. So with that said, you get yourself feeling and smelling like $1 million, million gold, I should say. At which point,
Properly clean.
you are the only person in this place. I'm going to say at this hour of the day, quite literally. It is a closed-in place. Heading in, like I say, it's a bathhouse, so it's actually underground slightly. It's got windows like up top, and the whole of the place is.
Subterranean.
Yeah, and it's all polished clay. They've got something covering it. It's solid to the touch. Imagine like almost an epoxy covered mud pit. But yeah, long and the short, the place is steaming, bubbling, and you were the only person in there for the entirety of. It must be like I don't know, an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. You leave prudy and feeling great. Your pores clear, your nostrils very clear, like your sinuses just completely clear. The place is hot and steamy and bubbly. But anyhow, the patron, the owner of the place, in this case was a, no. Sorry, it was, no, Aurelius in here somewhere. No, still going. There.
Can I let my Drake soak?
Can't he just like go to the other realm or whatever and come back clean?
Well, yeah, but then we've been traveling again.
Sorry, an old lizardly lady, by the name of Zatha. Yeah, it took me a long time there, sorry.
Hold on.
Zatha.
Can I tip her like 10 silver or something?
Yeah. She takes it graciously. She says something in response, in a gracious tone. In the subtitles, it says, "May your skin not be flayed and chewed from your body."
Thank you. That is a very real danger.
You're in the swamps, you know it. With that said, though, you fly back in bed. It actually doesn't cut from the door after you walk in. It just opens back up. You walk in, and then bonk right there on the floor. And that's it. So with that said, though, the next morning comes upon. You guys find yourself.
Are we awake?
Oh, I want to talk to Christo.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
My thorough apologies. Yeah, I guess you are showing up more or less right after him because I said so. God damn it.
Yeah.
All right. By all means.
Yeah, just walking all like, and then like deadpan, like.
Well, by all means. As you arrive soon after Ben, you see him situated as such, sitting outside.
Just basically kind of like just come to a stop and like, hi, where's your crossbow?
What's your passive perception?
Oh, I'm aware of that last
passive perception,
conversation.
13.
Okay, and what's your passive insight?
11.
Something's different. Might be a haircut.
I have higher.
Is he wearing? He's wearing new clothes. He is totally wearing new clothes. Those new boots, maybe new boots. A bitch is the best.
How's
You
your
have
arm?
freckles? Hey?
How's your arm?
He looks down at. Oh, my arm. My arm is fine. How are you? You look fresh.
I bathed.
Ah, yes. Are you going out again?
No.
Ah, just wanted to be clean. I should do the same.
That is it.
Cool.
We learned so much.
Yeah.
I know,
He
right?
was
You
waiting
walk
for us.
into our room and you're all clean and feeling good, and the room just reeks.
It sounds like a barrel of frogs in here. What the
I'm
heck?
gonna tell you though, I'm staying with the Bye.
That is
Sneak out in
great.
the hallway.
I've experienced all around. Oh, God, that was good.
Yeah, just take the bed next to you and like they stink.
My mattress.
So it's the
is, like,
three of us?
Yeah.
You come in, I'm like, hello, fellow penis hunters. I just stand there, there's nothing. There's nothing between my legs. I just want to be included so bad.
You're not even asleep. You've just been waiting for someone else to
I'm
go
that,
in.
yeah, I'm that toddler that's supposed to go to bed and it doesn't.
And I'm like just in the middle of getting under the covers, like, wash your cloaca. Just going in.
Oh, my God.
Standing there.
Just displayed. But as you breathe and snore, it actually like opens up and fucking. I'm just saying. I don't know frog genealogy, but I'm going with it.
Well, they lay eggs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things that lay eggs.
I
are
know.
Sure. Oh, Jew.
Yeah, I don't know how frogs.
Every snore.
Doesn't help the smell. I don't imagine. Oh God, that reminds me of a joke actually. May I? I'm sorry. I'm gonna segue. Kid gets home. Son gets home.
Uh-oh.
Dad's like, "Where were you, boy?" "Studying with Jessica," he says. "Cool." He's like, "Man, these fish cakes are sweet." Dad says, "Wash your hands, those are donuts."
Oh.
Oh, that's gross.
There's no penis.
I'm sorry. Just the smell of frog cloaca. I don't know. I just read that joke today. I thought it was
Just
pretty
the first
fucking
line.
good.
Just the first line. There is no penis.
Ah, cloaca! I knew it.
Nice. 5 more experience all around.
Hell yeah.
Where that's at?
So male and female frogs have cloaca, but females have Mullerian ducts, whereas males don't.
Right, there's Malarians. The big
Mullerian
difference.
ducts.
Fuck.
You're gonna
Oh,
hear
shit.
Flick be like, "This girl I'm into, you should see her Mullerian ducts. They are so engorged."
Somebody check her man.
Oh, it's just
Not take him to the
Flick's just
bath.
whispering down your ear as you're trying to fall asleep.
You know what I mean? He's like, "You know what I mean, bro?" Are you a Malarian guy or what? Are you a leg guy or Malarian guy?
I'm a fin guy.
Back in the
Yeah. From one bro to another.
God.
Well, now we know what kind of girls you like. Engorged.
I mean, oh! I'd rather engorged than not engorged.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Flick's like, you gotta go engorged.
Welcome to the Farseas, baby, where everything's moist.
Oh, moister than an oyster.
Oh God, it doesn't get better. There's no way out. Segue.
Finally feel like one of the boys now.
One of the boys with the Ben who's asleep.
Yeah.
And then female have
Mirror.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
To be fair, I don't know.
Why?
I don't know any of your genders. It's all look the same to me.
You're like, they're all human.
Yeah, when you
They're all
guys divvied
tri-skins.
up by gender, it's like, oh.
Like, what's that?
Open the window, listen here, man. That minus 15 really comes in quick. That's weird though. How was something else? You know what? No, something completely different. And on that note, as you head in and pass out, of course, the sun sets
We have a guest.
in the distance. Oh, hi. What the hell is this? Snacks. Hi, thank you. Love you. Cheers.
Living your best life.
Right? That's love. Taquitos and salt and vinegar, baby. As the sun sets,
I love taquitos.
it fades up to the intro. Because that's how a TV show would do it, right?
And we're just doing the intro now.
Yeah. And
We
we're
just we've done like not anything.
Yeah.
is that like the intro of the boys?
We're about
I love that background.
Was there some new clips in that? Or am I just not
I feel like every
remembering?
time you notice something new.
Yeah.
If I had my
I was
own
like,
scene,
I
I
don't
could
remember
make it be like a semicircle of you guys, and a flick in the middle, and he's just silently explaining drawing maybe.
Starts hopping on
Or
one
just
foot.
like looking, just everyone looks disgusted.
Oh no, I'll be like really into it.
You're like reaching in front of it, and I'm like,
Yeah, and you're like, oh, so the click is in here, not there.
someone's in the back, someone's in the back.
Weird. God, no. Hello. Come on. You can do it. No, which one it is?
We're best friends now.
I wish I could put like thumbnail.
You're bros.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The bond is unbroken. The fellowship of the brothers. There's only one man.
And he was asleep.
I'm not a bro.
You're just dreaming of all the great food.
Yeah.
All the food and then the occasional clothing. And you're like, why am I dreaming
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
this?
A nice big.
Why was all of the
floppy,
food
juicy
engorged in
sausage.
my dreams, you know?
The next morning sees you guys awaken to a hot, muggy day in the center of the Farseas. As you all rise, get yourselves geared up, and mill about for the moment. Breakfast, you're in time for it. It's not bad. It's a strange mishmash of things for some of you. For you,
I
it's
don't know what it is. It's fine.
it's tasty all the same. You're pretty sure you know the dish, but you can't name it offhand. You've not had it. You're pretty sure you've heard of it. It's basically a palette of what you understand to be some caterpillar steak and a couple of spices. Yeah, it's thinly sliced steak.
Yeah,
It's thinly sliced steak. The place isn't super opulent.
Yeah.
But it is free with room and board, so shit, it's not all bad. And it's tasty, like I say. Excuse me.
I'll take some death cow milk. Thank you.
That is easily done and served up fresh as of this morning. It is quite sweet to the taste, and the steak is quite tender and delicious. There's a collection of basically it's an all-you-can-eat sort of arrangement where there's a pile of fried eggs. Of various sizes, actually. You can tell they're various breeds of egg, just all piled in. Like, what do you like? They are spiked with something you can see dashed across it. There's not a single fried fly or anything like that to be seen. It's very much steak and eggs.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
It shows you guys finish off breakfast pretty easily enough.
I was gonna say, Flake's kind of like looking at the food. He's like, not interested.
I go, it's not bad.
So I walk out, because I always wake up early. I walk out of the kitchen with those couple dust pots.
Dust pods!
And I give it to him for breakfast, because I know I looked earlier and be like, oh, he's not gonna like this. So I cooked them up and
I
gave them to
haven't
him.
had these in ages.
That said, though, since I cooked breakfast, it's going to be 8 temporary hit points you take from that. Now, do you take them to the same place as before, or are you going to seek out a new establishment?
Oh, for baths?
Oh, sorry.
What are we doing?
She did the bath thing.
Yeah, the rest of us, I want a bath.
So just so you know, last night you had 7 temporary hit points. Today you have 0, and you just got 8 for breakfast.
Yeah, I want a bath.
That's why we do it in the morning.
I'll just ask Miriam where she went last night.
Yo, Mirren, where'd you bathe last night? Will they polish my stone leather armor?
Is that a euphemism?
Buffer
Helpful
Yeah, it's
service.
gross.
Yeah, we got extra service.
And it was owned by a place called, owned by a lady
we'll
called
find a
Zappa.
problem.
Polish my stone.
Pepper Luna, ask for Zatha. Tip her, she's
That,
lovely.
alright.
You guys find yourselves at the same establishment. This time around, though, not so, what's the word I'm looking for? Empty. In fact, it's quite busy.
Nice.
In fact, maybe too busy. As you walk in, you see the place has got a bit of a lineup situated out the door.
Did the tavern have...
Oh, this is the bathhouse.
No, I'm saying, did the tavern have a shower?
Where's the next bathhouse?
No,
Okay.
they did have, actually, no, they did have a shower stall, I'll say outside.
Oh, okay.
So you could get clean. There's no temporary hit points out of a shower stall, unfortunately.
No,
That just happened.
I'll join the group.
But yeah, it's enough to get the mud off at a surface level. That shit, let me tell you, it gets into your pores.
So there's a lineup, you said?
I vote we check out. Ooh, one of us should stay in this line.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Another one?
Yes. I'll stay in this line. I won't be able to find another one. If that's a good
Whoever finds the one with the shortest line, call her another.
Yeah. I'll stay here, and then Mirren can send Denny back.
Yeah, why don't we actually
Mirren's
just have
already
Denny
there.
run around to all of the things and find us the one with the shortest line, if you don't mind sending her.
Well, you can ask him then. He might give you a little sass. He
Well,
is
she
an
like-
ancient
he
dragon
like,
spirit.
it's
after
like he
all.
likes
Someone else
you.
has to ask. He doesn't like
No,
me.
he likes you.
He
He
holds
likes-
his grudge against me.
No, I think he sorted that out.
Yeah, it's still a grudge. It's
Yeah,
still
he
under
said
there.
he'd forgive her eventually.
I mean, it's basically an ancient draconic spirit that has been reincarnated into what to him is a baby's body. He's
then
a
that
toddler
movie.
to himself now.
Alright, well,
Dude, he pissed off at me after that.
I don't know, but they probably moonbeamed him. PTSD is moonbeam.
just one of my
Yeah.
ancestors.
I don't think Denny has anything against me, so I'll ask him. Do you think you could go find the bathhouse with the shortest line?
Perfect.
We'll smell better. You won't have to deal with that. A bone?
One bone.
Eat. Bones.
Mom, Ned. No, I'd have to eat.
They've got.
Assuming you can speak to animals. 'Cause
Oh,
Speak
Yeah, I
he always
can't.
speaks Draconic?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't understand him. I'm just asking him, and he's crying.
He's
Just
like,
like
Throw
I'm
around back at you.
gonna like waft my armpits at him, like try to get the point
Be like,
across.
I'll translate for you, but yeah, I'll just be like,
You can throw an investigation for a new place. You can throw a separate one for Denny if you're gonna have him run around. You can. You can all roll if you want to investigate yourselves, by all means.
Oh, got a nat 20.
Ooh.
Oh, let's fight
What?
your bathhouse.
Yeah.
I only got a 6.
yeah, because I only rolled
I
like
mean-
a 6.
I'm just gonna ask, what's a nat 20 result for you though?
The shortest lineup.
The shortest lineup, but not a good quality.
You might-
That was my mission.
Okay, so does
the
any
shower
go?
at
Does
the
any? Are
tavern.
you with everybody, or are you all
What if
splitting
that-
up? Or
I don't know.
What if that means it's the worst?
My goal
What
is
did,
shortest
hang on.
lineup.
What did you guys all roll? Whoever rolled, what did you roll?
Oh god, 8 or 9?
Oh wow! Oh, single
I
digits
mean,
all
it's
around.
intelligence.
What did you
Only
get?
8.
Oh boy! Oh god!
Did you roll?
I didn't roll.
Do you want to roll?
No.
Ah!
Honestly,
Showering at night, yes!
I was just gonna go to the shower at the tavern.
Oh, even better!
Yeah.
Oh god! Yeah.
You can shower
Okay.
outside.
I just wanted to be with the group this morning, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go with the flow, I guess.
Oh, you guys head out after breakfast, and you're like, I'll see you guys later, and you got like a shower stick and a bath cap. You're heading off over there. Scrubby, and or maybe it's a pumice stone on a stick. I don't know what they use out here. Anyhow, they've got the gear, you've got the knack, and you're like, all right, let's go find a place. You guys head up the road, and
My God.
you pass by a boiling ditch where there's a bunch of bullywugs rolling around, kind of hog-like, having a great time, and it's got no lineup. Not at all. Just 3 frogs in a ditch. Having a
But
good
it's
time.
warm.
It's hot, bubbling, it's
Does
fucking
it-
steaming
yeah.
hot. They've got a little apron over top. You guys are arguing nuts. You guys just passed whatever over there, and you see that down there, and it shows you guys head on down the way, and it shows Christo in the window, and he's reading the newspaper as he watches you guys, and he looks down at his paper, and you guys wander off. After arguing for a moment in the street about the ditch, you guys wander off, and you get to a place. You see it's got this gold placard outside, marble columns leading up, 2-story facade. It's got, you can see the patron, and it's got a name tag that just shows up and the camera flies over them. It says, shit, where did I go with that? It says simply Orlok van Thum, established proprietor. And then it pans across the whole of this facade where it's got like Papa Crocus and all the Pantheon engraved on the outside and a lineup about 5 people deep. And you're like, no. And then it shows you guys walk back, and it shows Christo looking at the paper, and he looks over at you guys. And you guys pass by the ditch, and they're still having a great time. There's no lineup. You guys make your way down the way, and you guys get to Nabilor Zinth, a wonderful place with a large sign out front that is all in again, gold placard, and marble walls and columns and steam pouring out of it, and hot steam at that, just bubbling. And there's no lineup. You walk in, there's a lineup. Shit! It's just they have it in the foyer instead. And the place looks like it's got a picture of a D12 of the size, it's temporary hit points, but it's got 2 people. It shows you guys make your way back after you're like, no lineup.
I don't want to wait.
Wait,
2
can
people.
I intervene?
And they're entering. So it's really
And it shows you guys walking back, and it shows Christo in the window reading the paper, and he looks up and he looks back down. You just make your way past the ditch, bubbling away, and you just stop, I guess. 920 stops here.
No!
There's no lineup.
Can I bribe someone to get us in front of the line so we
You know,
don't
you guys
be-
can throw an advantage. I'm just saying, you guys have inspirations to throw around. Use it or lose it. We're an hour in.
I want to try this.
Is it mud? Like it's like
It's a muddy
Is it?
ditch,
Yeah,
and it's
we're not gonna
bubbling
get
because of underground hot springs.
Yeah. Sounds pretty
It's just
good
a
to
muddy
me.
hot spring.
I'd
It's a hot
like to go
spring.
back to the one with 5 people in line.
It's fine. Totally fine. The party naturally at this point has reached its limit and splits, and that's fair.
Lara could be
That's
with
totally
Frank.
fair.
The Lara's in the ditch.
Who's coming in the ditch with me?
There's no line up. Hell, it doesn't even look like there's a fee. It looks like it's literally just a muddy boiling
It's a
ditch.
good deal.
Which one did
Done.
you go to? 'Cause I'm going with her.
There was
Everyone
probably, like,
arguing
5
is now
people in
arguing against your naked ass going into.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
The bullywugs don't even look at you or even in your, like, nobody looks. It's just big, green, and nude into the ditch, totally normal. You guys, like, move to the side, floating.
I
You
don't.
think
It's
that
like
means
deep,
something?
deep
You don't
enough to,
care.
like, just cover
Not only is it
the
deep,
city.
no, ready for this?
It's just
You
my
go to
eye.
step in and you guys watch it just like, boom, right up. No, hold on, this is a nat 20. Right up to your neck. And it's like, there's a weird rush of like current that's happening. It doesn't pull you anywhere except into the wall. And you just you're suspended there. As the jet of water rushes over you, all of you.
That's fine.
Just there's occasional bits of grain and grit.
That's exfoliating.
The whole
I
of
know,
the,
but
your
it's
back
all
is
mud's
kind of
good for
like
your skin.
shaking against the wall. It's just like vibrating. The whole, it's a mud pit with a natural, yeah, it's beautiful.
Can I say something as we go in?
Yeah.
So I see the bullets, so I go, hello, my fellow wugs. And then I lean there and like, watch your gold.
One of them like boink, opens up an eye at this and like just he burp turns away from you, so his chunks pointed at you. Or sorry, it winks.
Yeah,
a
it's a
little
little cool.
He winks his cloaca angrily at you.
I leaned to the last, like, it's not even engorged. How embarrassing.
This is why I drink so much.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just like.
So Ben and me are leaving all that.
Yeah,
And you head over. Sorry, you split. Do you go with, or do you get down on this?
Some body shaming the bullywugs.
Kate. Kate's already bathed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're good. So never mind.
Doing her own thing.
Shows you
Yeah.
fucking off. And actually,
We're kind of just standing. I feel like we would just stand there and watch this happen, and then we look at each other, and then we just leave.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
like,
100%.
okay, we're good. I don't question what Lara does ever, because I just know it's gonna be just crazy all the time. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
a
like,
Good
yeah.
time. This was
Yeah,
a
let's
free
go
spot.
find.
That's terrible.
Let's go find
That's like
let's
a-
go find
You're
where
an
we can get like
honorary 9 foot
back
tall
wheels and
grown.
shit.
right?
I'm surprised that you could like stand in
Flaps
that
are very
without
engorged,
like.
though.
I feel like you're too tall. I feel like it'd be like up your stomach.
I know. I was,
so.
I was thinking the same. Like you
See
sit
the
in
D
there,
spot.
and your knees are up, and like.
And like,
And like,
I think the mud kind of sucked me under
Yeah.
a bit. And I'm just like.
oh my god, new music.
Throw me investigation at advantage.
Who?
No, she can.
Is it?
Sounds like the
I'm
kind
giving
of
you
place to
guidance
get
as
your
well.
armor polished.
How much? What's that get me again?
D4. Just her or me? Just her? Okay, yeah.
9.
I'm giving you inspiration.
Did you say you had the advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Can I give her inspiration to reroll?
Oh, nat 20.
Never mind. Yeah,
It shows you walking away, and then it kind of like hand falls out, and as it does, it crossfades to like a silhouette of you, and the backdrop as it like speeds up and then slows down and shows like some bathhouse, and it speeds up and it slows down to show another bathhouse, and it speeds up and it slows down, and it slowly pans in as like you stop at this one, and it's just this weird kind of looking palace place where it's got literally little minarets with little towers, and you can see it's not too busy, and it's open. And there's hot steam and there's no line. And as you walk in, this marble palisade, this facade that welcomes you in, there's a There's a youngish lizardly fellow who welcomes you, hands you a towel, takes your gold off you, and points you down the hall. Actually, they offer levels of service, by the way. Would you like the basic bath? You'll be here for a little bit, get yourself clean and walk out. Would you like that with a small massage, or would you like a happy ending?
How much is the happy end?
4 gold. It's actually not bad.
I'll take it.
As they walk away, the guy asks you, "You want out? You are out or in?"
Out here, Annie.
You like?
Cost for both.
But With that said, though, 4 gold later, after establishing what you like, you end up at Frink's Tor, as this place is called. You learn that the owner of this place, a Velix Dynth, is a humanoid, as a matter of fact. But it once was a drover. He come from swamps, you know. You guys working you over, cracking things that you didn't know you could break, or like break without breaking. But you enjoy yourself a lava rock lounge. There's a fiery, misty sauna that you get all your pores clear in. And what's more is they have a whole bunch of grungs that come out and brush your hair afterwards.
Oh, I'm getting pampered.
You can see all your hair is brushed. As you look over, there's this super furry individual. What? As he's just getting like braided all over, like as a Chewbacca with bows and shit. Anyhow, it shows you again silhouetted, as it were, a moment ago, nice and clear and crisp. And now you come looking fresh, like your milkshake is gonna bring all the boys.
Oh yeah.
And with that,
Just walking without heads.
you walk. Actually, you know what? It's the Spider-Man scene where he's just like, yeah, everything. As you walk down the street looking awesome and maybe terrible, cringy, I don't know, one of them. You feel like $1 million.
$1 million.
With that said, you know what? This is going to be the only time I'm going to do this. We'll figure it out in the future. I don't know. But 4 more temporary hit points, you can add them on. So it should be 12 temporary hit points that you have there. We'll say same on your front. As you enjoy a wonderful muddy bath. The two of you finishing out, walking away from your respective areas, feeling just absolutely wonderful. The day opening up the way it does, it shows you guys approach a pond, and Christo's sitting there still reading the papers. He looks out the window, and it shows.
You showered at the. Sorry.
It shows you like just across from him at the table, enjoying like a quick drink in the morning.
Well,
I guess.
while they were doing all that, I had to go do that spider leg.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you.
I didn't want to.
It shows you. Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Totally forgot. Sorry about that. So just so you know, you guys take another 4 temporary hit points on top for the morning. But as you approach upon the place,
I'm assuming I don't.
no,
Yeah,
since you're not.
sorry.
Yeah. Here's where it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can dive into the.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just baiting my giant scaly dog.
No, he's already in the pit.
Oh.
He's already
I forgot to mention. Yeah.
Okay.
By the way.
I think for a while I'm just watching him like doggy
You can hose
paddle.
him off at the hotel.
Yeah.
He's having a fucking gas. Like, I'm not even gonna. Yeah. I mean, we all know, like a dog that loves water. Okay. That's like no lie. He is absolutely, and it's hot. And he's a Drake. He is. He's having a good time.
He's just like.
Yeah.
Back paddle.
Whatever color he is, it doesn't matter. Drake's in color is like the same thing as Dragonborn in color.
Can he float and then use his tail?
Oh, yeah, he's doing-
propeller to-
Yeah, by all means.
He would too. He's a little doggy.
As you find yourself walking up the road, heading upon the place, it shows the whole of the city all boiling, rolling all around, except for when you get close to his establishment. It's actually pretty quiet. I didn't notice this before, but for all the bustle of the morning, this place is more or less empty. Actually, the streets around here are all dry, all devoid for the most part. There's like the odd person walking around. There's like a merchant over there making his way to the main dragon markets. Let's get to the place. It's shut first thing in the morning. Shut and shuttered. There wasn't a bed or anything that you saw. There wasn't like the living quarters. Is he not here? You don't know.
I'm gonna knock.
You do so.
I'm knocking the back door because it seems like everyone's going through the back door. So
You, about to knock, think to yourself, yeah, probably, and you go to the back door. And just before you open it, he opens it. And says, I saw you through the window. Did not expect. He looks out. And we're not going to repeat that.
I have the horse as well because I'm not carrying
How many of the
the
legs
almost.
were getting? Are we saving some?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, what did you bring? I'm
I
curious.
brought the horse.
And it has all of them?
It has 56 of
We
them.
shouldn't show him how many we have.
Well,
He,
We don't wanna
he
show
looks
him
at
our
them.
cards.
He looks at them, and you've only worked with him the one day. But for as gruff and old crotchety lizard, and as few of these sorts of folks as you've seen, what strikes you is the way you see him smile. And every scale on his face just goes upwards as he looks at the horses and says, "You not joke." Ha! And he walks over towards it. He's just elated. Crunch. And he takes a little, and just like swallows the whole thing. He can't help himself. He's chewing it. And he looks at you. This, so good, so fresh. Wow. How you do this? You? How many you bring? How many for me?
Well,
He slips one out as he says this. We make it now. And he heads off. It shows like a little montage. The back door opens up. The fire is lit. And he gets to work. And all the while, what are you giving him?
I think I'm gonna keep a few. How much do you think like a spider leg could feed? Like one leg per person, or is it like really big?
It's like if it's like a, God, let's put it this way. It's like a full like double cheeseburger. You know, like a lot of people I would say could do it. Most people get a single. No, actually, you know what? It's like a triple cheeseburger to eat a whole spider leg to yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna keep.
Is it a whole? Actually, hold on. Let me think about this. It would feed 2 people. That's what I'm trying to get at. It would feed 2 people. I'll just put it that way. Spider leg, one of these giant ones. Yeah, like you would eat a whole one to yourself.
Yeah, I'll keep.
After a
6.
hard day, you'd eat 2.
I'll say I'm gonna just keep.
It's like crab's
one
leg.
steak,
It's like a
right?
crab's leg, right? But it's just bigger.
Yeah.
So it's like, how much do you get out of these? Well, there's more than there is in a crab's leg. Way more.
He took 1. I'm gonna keep. So that's 55. I'm gonna keep 5, and I'll give him 50.
I thought it was 56.
Well, he took 1.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm
then
sorry.
I'm gonna keep 5. I said I need it for tonight.
Perfect. He looks at this and he says, "You joke." He looks at you. Oh, serious, all of it.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay, well, here. And he freshly made. The thing is, smells incredible. As he finishes cooking it up, he's giving you tips on it the whole way through. You have to add this. Make sure to do this. Don't cut it this way because you lose this way. You want the fluids in, etc., etc., etc. At the end of which, though, he takes them away and he says, "You wanted the knife."
Yeah, I wanted. Yeah.
And at which point, he walks back into the kitchen and walks right past the knife. And brings out a small box. And he puts it on the table in front of you guys where you guys just, it shows like, the camera pans away and it shows like the empty plates. Actually, there's however much of your spider leg left because it's so much between 2 people still. And the box is sitting there with a little crest upon it that you recognize as, actually throw me history.
Oh, that is not good. Anybody want to inspire me?
Or religion, actually. I mean,
Well, I rolled
you already
either
rolled,
way.
never mind,
It's
sorry.
not great.
Yeah.
So it's a 3 plus 6. 3, so 6. That's
I'll give you a
you know you've seen it.
Alright,
You've
well-
seen it even recently. It bugs the shit out of you that you can't quite. Can you? Hang on, it's on the tip of your brain.
I got a 16 now.
As it hits you, it's certainly that very, it's Krokun's specific sigil.
Alright. I don't know much about him, but I know
No,
he's
but you
he's
recognize
one of
the sigil.
people. Yeah.
That said, though, the
Is
great
it-
crocodilian smith spirit, the great god of the forge, you might say around here. Point being, though, is as he opens it up, it's like a John Travolta gold in the face moment, where he opens it up and you're just staring at these 4 knives as they're kind of just cluttered together. They're all Chef's knives, it looks like. The ones, there's one huge one, there's one slim one, and there's 2, both of them about medium sized. The biggest one is like a giant steak knife, if you will, a giant like meat cutter. There's no cleaver. The next one is like a shokoku or whatever the fuck and the 2 are otherwise. Actually, there's a bread knife. I'm gonna say one of them's a bread knife, and the other is a standard cutting blade. And they all have this crazy sort of pattern down the edge. They're all what looks to be a fine wooden handle, and each one of them has a little gemstone in place, a nice green emerald in place in the handle.
Okay.
What are they made
He shows me them, and I look at them, and I'm like, dude, Are you giving these to me for the legs?
Pick one.
Pick one.
Perhaps in time I have given you all.
Perhaps what?
And perhaps in time I have given you all. And then he says, you are good help.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the box, I guess.
He's saying take either of them. He's saying take one of the knives, and in due course he's hoping to have you come back and help him again.
Okay, which one would you recommend to have first? Because I'm going to be out in the wilds a lot. Which
He
one
says
would
to
be
you,
best
I have much
first?
prep to do. I will see you.
Alright, I'll just take the, I just forget which ones you said, so.
There's a
Not-
big meat cutter. There's a splitter, a cutter, a shokuku, or whatever the
I
fuck
think it's
called.
called, I want to say shokuku, but
Yeah,
it's just
something
like
like
one
that.
of those, you know, nice standard
Splitting knife, yeah.
knives.
So there's 2 wide blades and a bread knife and a thinner meat cutter. More of a general purpose meat and veggie cutter.
Yeah, I'll do the general purpose one.
Okay. You take it, and it feels not only light in your hand, but as you pick it up, you swear to God, it feels wet to the touch.
It really feels wet here.
It actually
It's moist everywhere.
dries out in your hand a moment later.
Mhm.
But yeah, for the brief moment, you feel a strange euphoria.
Okay.
That's it. Also, you can really smell all the ingredients in the kitchen suddenly for some reason. Weird.
Oh, so it heightens your.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna,
Bring on the box.
well, it's not a box, it's a,
No, the box of stuff.
oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
He takes a look inside, nods, closes it again, puts it away.
And
You're gonna say?
I was gonna say I have to go. We're heading out. Before I go, I'm just wondering if there's anything. If I find it in the wild, when I come back, is there anything specific you would want if I find it? Like any sort of like spider legs or something like that. Like if I find it, then I can bring it back to you.
He thinks about it for a moment, and says, "You any meat,
Any meat.
any meaties." He
Okay.
gives a like long lizardly toothy grin as he says this.
All right, any meat. All right, I'll do that, and then I'll head out.
Come back sometime. Good help, hard to find.
Will
With
do.
that said, it shows you outside the place with the horse, and a moment later, it shows you guys all reconvene. It shows Krista, as I said, outside, reading the paper, then looks over, sees you all assembled, folds it up, puts it down, comes out to see you guys. I have finished my business here. If there is nothing else, then we can move on.
Should we sell that owl bear rug thing?
I
so
thought you
that
guys
we
were
don't
making
carry
something
it?
else.
You were gonna cut the head off?
Yeah, I wanted to keep the head so I can wear it.
Do you want to get a tailor for it while you're in town?
Yeah.
She's a leather worker, so would that help?
Or yeah, I was asking
Yeah.
for a reason there. Is it like, do you want to find someone to do it, or do you want to do it yourself?
I'm gonna find someone to do it because I want it done real nice.
Can I
real
go?
good.
Can
want it
I go
shaped
with
just
her?
right.
I'm trying not to waste any more time here. I have 29
You
pounds
guys
of
aren't
silk.
wasting
I
time.
have
You guys are
20
doing whatever you need to do.
Oh, yeah, you
I
can
have,
sell that.
I have 29
So,
pounds of
thing?
silk. I want to go to the tailor with her and
Perfect.
see if they can make anything with it.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I was just gonna find like
Investigation.
a general supplier and see if I can pick up like a saddle or something.
Oh yeah, that's easy. You find a farrier without
Nice.
issue, and you find a leather
That's
worker who
not
makes.
great.
Actually, you find a farrier that refers you to a leather
We
worker
got
that
a
refers you to a saddler.
Awesome.
Done.
So I'm gonna need it for my Drake when he gets big enough.
Oh shit! You want to find an exotic one? Roll me investigation.
Yeah, it's a horse.
Valera, did you want to
She
keep
got
part of the
15.
cloak to the,
Okay, great.
the rug
And
as
you?
a cloak?
Well, I already
I'm
have
with
a
her.
regular horse, so I'll just, while you're doing that, I'll just find somewhere to sell.
Nice.
Just-
Okay.
I got a
You're fine
21.
with that.
Yeah, cool.
21.
Yeah.
You find it easily.
Oh, it has
It doesn't
paws
take
on
you
it too,
much.
right?
You go to the first one, and they're like,
I'm gonna
"I'm
keep that
sorry,
one.
I don't exotic beast. No, I don't do that." And then they just slam it
We're
in
gonna
your
be
face.
nasty. Because I
Meanwhile,
have a bare head.
Meanwhile, you turn around, you see exotic beasts and more, leather workers united. And you walk in there, and they're like, "Yeah, we can hook you up." So it's gonna be standard saddle plus 10%, because this place is actually really special. They sign everything, and you have a year's warranty on it. And but anyway,
Do you have any
Um,
containers left? That are-
Oh yeah, that.
Containers?
Yeah, that you like keep your poison in?
yeah.
Would that be
You have
an
one
item?
container.
Would it be what?
Oh,
now?
no, never mind.
My
We did-
arrow?
It was from last
There
it
session. We said if Flick had a container, it would work. Something would work. That we were
Oh,
gonna
I
do.
see.
Oh, for saving the points.
Yes, I have 6
Yeah,
capsules.
we're riding
Going back.
a water
Sorry.
flying mount.
Sorry?
3
Yeah,
empty.
when Flick was around the last session, we said if he had a container this time, we could have used it to drain the spider venom from the container.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then we were
yeah.
gonna get a couple more during the city.
It's fair.
So we have spider venom in a container.
I do have 3 empty capsules.
So we'll use that.
Okay.
Because
Can
we
I
killed a bunch
fill
of spiders.
Can I fill those empty capsules too? With spider? I have 3 empty.
Yes, yeah. That's
I wonder if your
Go
venom's
ahead.
stronger.
You have those.
Is it okay if
Do you
I
know
pick
the
up some-
stats on the spider?
Just look up giant spiders.
Okay.
It's their poison.
Okay.
I think it's a D6. Yeah, it was a D6.
Yeah, they just-
Sweet.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, no,
Is
no,
it okay
it's-
if I pick up some
We should
saddlebags
get
while I'm
containers,
there?
I think.
I think so too. I was thinking
Some
the same
saddlebags.
thing.
Yeah.
Just get up some containers. We did 15 finding a tailor.
Right, so.
We definitely did. Actually, I could give you guidance. How about I give you guidance? Just
Okay.
add a D4. See if that helps.
Ooh, 2d8.
Oh, that's another 4.
So what? 19 then?
Yep.
Nice. Teamwork.
Bring
See?
us to a tailor.
Lower save, but higher name.
We find a guy named Taylor.
Taylor the
rolls a
tailor.
2, yeah. We found Taylor.
You find a place called Finura, and as you stare upon it, the facade of which has a stained glass outside, nice forms inside that you swear you've seen somewhere else, all holding fairly different but fancy clothes, and that one has straps and belts and pockets all over. Looks like they know functional. Actually, wait, that was what that woman was wearing. As you stare upon it, you see the hat that she was wearing over there. You go in,
Are we gonna find her head somewhere?
Maybe.
showing off. Like anyway,
Ooh, sorry. Before we split up, can I ask you to see if there's any, whatever it's called, the thing for me to wear to put my health potions on?
Oh, potion belt?
Is it
Potion
just a
bandolier.
potion pill?
Bandolier?
Bandolier.
Bandolier.
I ask you to find that, and then I'll find containers if
Okay.
it's like reasonable.
Yeah. I got plenty.
with that said, though,
So find
it's
a
a
tailor?
fit. Sorry, yeah, it's a Kuatoan sitting behind the counter. And what's your passive perception?
12.
It's not hard to see as they put up their hands, and they very much talk with their hands. But it's like, what's different about this Kuatoan? And you see that their fins, they don't have fins. Any
The
of
fish people?
This is a fish people,
Okay.
yeah. They have got none of their fins. They've just got bulbous eyes and a massive mouth right here. And they're still talking to you in hello, very like wet sounding lingo. But as they welcome you in and they look upon what you've got, the first off, you wanna get the fur adjusted, and they're looking over and beautiful. They say they go over and they say like, well, what is it that you want to do? Sorry, that's what I wanted to.
I want to keep the head to where it's
Separate?
like has like a headpiece, and I want to keep 2 paws cut gloves, and then I get selling the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, what if you had like a band of the pelt connected to the paws so you could
Ooh.
have it over your
Like a little
shoulders?
spearhead.
Yes!
Yes,
A
please.
literal spirit head.
All right, sounds good.
Bear skin.
England.
Spearhead.
They're positively elated over it, and they have trouble talking. Actually, they're trying to negotiate and rolled a crit fail, so they're just like gushing over this thing. That's furry, furry, and they're like looking at you quizzically, like, "Is that how you say it? Fur, not normally around here." Like just amazed. They offer you 100 gold. They offer you 10 platinum. It's like plat, yeah.
Wait, they're offering me money to.
Well, like for the
for
thing,
the rest of it, too.
yeah,
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
And they understand what you want. And quick as a fucking wink, they've got it up on the counter, and an apprentice comes over from out of that. They're like, right, and the apprentice comes out, and they've already started cutting the head off, and the guy's paying you like, oh, yeah, fur.
Yeah.
He's like super happy about it. And not just for the one, like he was gonna be elated about it, but yeah, okay, whatever. And so with that said, though, they say they'll have you what you need shortly.
Okay.
Meanwhile, As the apprentice gets to work, they look over towards you, and looking over what you have, they take it off, formally weigh it. They're still exuberant about the fur, but he rolled a 15 plus bonus. It's a little more composed. It goes over like a fairly well-oiled business deal. He offers you, what is it, market rate plus 2 silver per pound, and he says, "So very hard come by right now." Also, he's very exuberantly happy about the fur. In any event, that said, before you guys leave, they've already got one of the gloves ready to. Sorry, not ready. One of the gloves. Sorry, I'm wording this improperly. They've already got the head cut off, carved, a hole carved in it, and leather stitched on the inside, and have you try it on.
Wow.
So dried out, everything's been cleared out of the skull, so it's fine to go, right? But yeah, otherwise the fitment is taken, and they're like, "You come back 2," and the apprentice 2 hours says to you. At which point, the apprentice gets the glove going, finishes off the deal with you. Market rate, sorry, you're getting how many pounds?
29.
At 3 gold. To round it off, that's why he's giving you 2 silver. At 3 gold, 29. Carry the, was that 27 and.
Somebody pull a
How about,
calculator.
since it's so hard to find,
Someone
how
pull
about
a
5
calculator.
gold?
He looks
I
at
had to
you.
kill this thing.
He
We
looks
had
at
to kill
you
this
and
thing.
starts just kind of cussing in Kuatoan. You don't know too much Kuatoan, but
I
you
pointed at
reckon.
the fur. I said, "We brought you this fur. You can up it to 5."
He's like, shit, there goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we will, and I'll also say, like, we will come back to you as well when we find something else.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
So they're that, but without fins. Which is
What
weird.
do they look like?
Fish people.
Oh, weird.
A big fish head.
Big standing fish.
Fish with arms and legs.
Pretty much.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So he considers it for a moment, and then he says, "No, 100. I'll give you round up.
100?
Now 1 more platinum
Alright.
and some."
Yep, that works for me.
I don't know why he sounds like a lizard person.
I don't know.
I try.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh wait. Oh no, he crit fails. He
Oh.
crit fails. Never mind. He'll fucking go for
Never
it.
mind. And like
Wait,
3
did you
and-
roll? No, it doesn't matter. You crit failed.
No, I did. No, I don't remember.
Let's see if you crit fail.
Yeah. Rolls a nat 20.
It's,
If you got anything but a
17.
1, you win. So 145 gold is what he's paying you.
Nice. Can I ask about bandoliers before we go?
Oh yeah,
Pretend
absolutely.
I know what your size would be.
For
Or is it just like
Kawhi.
an adjustable thing?
Yeah, it's just like a.
They do have, like, yeah, exactly. It's all like belt buckles all around, so everything's. But yeah, do they have a bandolier in the equipment? I don't think they do.
What did you say like, that was the amount?
145. And then, okay, well, regardless, we'll say they have an undersized 6 gold.
6 gold. Is that for 2?
Actually, no, you know what?
I'm
We'll
getting
say it's
one
like
for her
2
and one for
gold.
me.
That seems like really high for this world, sorry?
I'm getting one for her and for me.
5 gold.
Spirit
That's
heads?
good. No,
No, the
bandoliers.
yeah.
Oh,
Alright, now we got bandoliers.
sorry, I was busy doing dragon myth.
Oh, no, never mind. They don't care about what I also have.
Get to ride him in 3 more levels.
What's in your hand?
The currency.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, haven't you seen this? No, sorry, these are from Waterdeep.
How cool is that?
The brass toll is pretty sweet. Woo! That was surprisingly accurate. Felt like I was taking a risk maybe
They're
there.
all like different, completely different shapes.
And it's like to size.
So this is a copper, this is a gold, right?
No, that's what they have. That's your copper.
Oh my god.
That's your silver. Right there. There you go.
Okay, so this is the plat.
Yeah, one of 2 platinums.
Okay.
They have
that's
2 types
so
of platinums. That's the Harbor Moon.
Yeah, that looks a little too.
It's a Harbor Star.
I think they missed an opportunity to make it all
Their son.
fit together.
I know, right?
These guys, these fish people, even though they're pissed off, do they sell gear?
So
Because we didn't actually ask
so
them.
fresh.
We just sold our stuff to them. What do you have for sale? Maybe you should ask. He's mad at me.
It's a big deal, yeah, I get it.
Because we never asked it what they had for sale. We just sold
They have all
it.
sorts of stuff here. Like
what
this guy.
gear do they have?
Yeah, 8 containers.
Long and short, this guy's got a variety of stuff. Of all sorts, like I described that you saw in the window.
Yeah.
And he's got raw material for sale too. He's got like bolts of cloth of all sorts over there, leathers and stuff. So you can get like,
Do you have any cloaks?
yeah, he's got a variety,
Okay.
like a great variety.
Oh, okay. Do you have any magical cloaks?
He looks at you.
Cloak of invisibility.
He shrugs.
Yeah. Can I point to the fur again?
Yeah. I was gonna say he pulls a coat hanger up. He says invisible cloak, and he quite literally hands you an empty coat hanger. There's no weight on it, but he swears, "Oh yes."
No. I tell him to put
Yeah. I really shouldn't eat while I'm meditating. Sorry. He opens up a closet with a lock and a key and shows you 3 cloaks.
Are they-
He says, very expensive. And he points over towards them. One is a strange, you want to say sort of leafy pattern all over. And another one is made up of a dark fiber that, I mean, this is just from a glance. And the last one looks very fanciful, very white and opulent. It's a gold trim at the bottom.
What is the white one?
He pulls it off the rack and holds it aloft. And waving it around, he says, he's thinking about how to explain it to you, and then finally says, this for sun god of manimal like you.
Okay, for the sun god. How much?
As you look upon it, you can throw me a religion check for the large crest you see emblazoned in gold on the back, and it's got a gold trim. Like I said, it's bright ivory white.
What did you say? Religion?
Yeah. Why can I not remember this fucking name?
I got rolled on that one.
God damn.
This one goes
Mine
back
is
in the
Is
bag.
he your
What?
god?
You inspire me? Okay, give me a sec. I need to find another one. We're going for the black dice.
Not one again.
Better not.
20.
It is another that one.
I feel bad. I feel like I made it out. My bad. I'm sorry.
There.
It's meant to be.
I'm not doing
I'm
anything
sorry.
today.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
He has no idea.
I don't know what this is. It looks pretty though. It's white.
Sure does.
That furry cloak.
He asks you,
I wish I could
are
find
you
it.
done looking at it?
How much is it?
He says, very expensive.
Oh, I took fur again.
Just throw them off. How much is very expensive?
He looks at you, and he puts his hands over each other a few times, and then says gold.
I can give you a gold for it if you want to
It
make it
seems
an
like he
idea.
wants 600 gold for it.
Haggle.
For all you're worth.
Huh?
For all you're worth. Haggle away.
Oh, yeah, I'm switching dice, so
I feel like I might have to, but I don't know. Whatever. I'm indifferent, really.
I got what would this be?
Ooh,
Persuasion.
I rolled a 15 plus bonus. He's got a 19 to beat.
What am I using?
Persuasion, probably.
Whichever one.
No,
Just
I
persuasion, my man.
got a 15.
Somebody want to inspire him?
I already did.
Everyone's been using the word.
I'll inspire you.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Alright, fine.
I'm hoping for you.
No, I got a 16.
He looks at you. He looks at it.
Persuasion.
300. Lowest I go.
Yeah, I'll take that. What?
I've was just like been waiting outside this whole time.
Were you?
Yeah. 'Cause I was
The whole
gonna-
time?
I was gonna wait for the
stealthy Goliath.
the fur to go and sell it, but then you guys sold it here, so I'm gonna come back inside. Can I try and intimidate him?
Oh!
I mean-
To give the cloak to him?
Point at the fur again, angrily.
I'm looking at
Like I just
watching
want
through
because
the
I've been
window.
listening and I'm wearing like a white
Oh, no.
hat cloak and she's gonna have the white hat and I just figured we can like got that synergy going with that.
Okay, so roll.
So I'm just gonna come in and like stand over him and say,
You get the back, she
200.
gets the head and shoulders.
You should be like, I ate fish last night.
that's a net one.
Wow. You just come in and knock him out.
I'll inspire you.
I was gonna-
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's not much better. That's a 6.
What
Okay,
guy?
well, you don't break the door as you're coming in.
Okay,
He looks over towards you
It's an 8, sorry.
and he says, 300 lowest I go. At which point, it's a deal.
I was gonna say I have this coin. Can I add that to the price? Like it's a collector coin. I've got a couple.
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. He looks at it. Sorry, wasn't this? No, it was,
It is.
it was an Ariston collector's coin, wasn't it? Or something like that?
You gave the value of 200 gold to it.
But it's a human coin, isn't it?
Yeah, but they can sell it to people. I don't know what it
Throw me
is. Is
persuasion.
this collection?
No, that's fine. I
coin.
remember this being a human coin. It's not like a swamp people coin. So you're like, this collector's coin. I got this
It's a 6.
He's like, this 9/11
found in
memorial.
I
coin.
found it in a
Just take
stone
it.
box somewhere.
I'm just gonna take it.
Are you gonna try and trade the coin? Are you gonna
No.
persuade her? You hold up the coin like, can I? And he's like, nah, I don't know what this is.
I'm just like, oh no, this isn't the gold. Put it back in the pocket.
Right,
So I'll buy the cloak for 300.
Alright, done.
What does it do?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Cool.
Yeah.
It has a
Taking
has
a
a sun
wild guess.
symbol on it.
I mean,
so-
But so far it's
Where the
looking like
sun
we're all
go,
gonna be walking around in white cloaks, so I don't know about that.
can I get a white scarf? Is there enough silk? I'm at the window, by the way.
Oh my god.
I'm
stuck to
fogging
it,
up.
too?
I'm fogging up
Cool,
the
you got
glass.
pressed up.
You know, like it's as you look at this thing, I'm gonna say it's hot in this place. Okay, it's
Yeah.
tropical hot, but you're looking at the cloak, like it doesn't look like it's particularly. It's not furry for one thing. It's just it's hot out here, man.
Yeah.
You're looking at the cloak going, man. I hope you can soak sweat because it's white and it's gonna be showing that shit off. Hopefully that magic means that sweat stains don't stick. In any event, it's hot, man. You're sweating. Do you put it on?
Yeah. Like it's just a cloak that goes like
Turn
around
into
your
a
neck,
woman.
right? It's like not like a robe, right? It's just,
No. It's totally not a robe, but it does
Okay.
hang on your shoulders.
Yeah. Yep. I'll throw it on.
It's got like a silken
gonna be-
interior, and I want to say like a velvety exterior.
Oh, a cape?
So
Yeah, it's like a cape. I just wanted a cape.
As you put it on, I mean, you hear this sort of tinkling in the distance as you put it on. You feel almost light as a feather. You feel like somebody turned on the AC. Man, feels actually not too bad.
The best thing for this place.
Before it starts to like slowly seep in, you're not as hot as before. You're like aware that it's warm. Not too bad. You feel like someone somewhere in the distance yelled, "Hallelujah, systems armed." You're not quite sure what that meant. But man, is it ever hot out. You also feel like, gosh, this is going to take some attunement.
Yeah, just like my other thing. All right. Oh, I was gonna no. I doubt the.
No?
I
Are
doubt
you
the
sure?
spider. The mother spider wasn't a great beast, is it? Asking for my other side quest with my
Oh.
other attunement.
No.
Okay, just making sure. I forgot about it. I am.
We all did, my man.
All
We
the
all did.
holy items. Gotta catch them all.
Well, you keep picking them up. It's not my fault. What do you want from me? Shit. Sorry. Stop doing that, man. Turn them down once in a while.
No.
You're like, another one, Dooley? Fuck! What am I supposed to do with this, man?
arms
say
full of
no.
magic items.
Just like falling out of.
It's a
so rich and rewarding, this fucking campaign. I just can't handle it anymore.
They're all just different
Sorry.
deities.
I'm excited for level 7.
Yeah.
We're not even close to that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be like 7 feet, no, 8
So-
feet long, 500 pounds.
Nice.
As you guys are hanging out, the mail comes through the place. Oddly enough, the guy gets a bit of post and the newspaper gets dropped off. Oddly enough, the newspaper here has 3 languages printed. One is common, one is a swamp scribble, and the other looks to be Drover. Oddly enough, which is very similar to common and a mix of the two, very specific. But as you guys are picking it up, you can see the title of it is the Quixol, or Kikol. You're not really sure how they pronounce it. Actually, you know it's Kikol. But in any event, it's only because they couldn't use cloaca. It actually means
It's a family
nothing.
newspaper.
Cloaca.
Yeah, right. The Cloacan. Sounds really Caribbean, actually.
Mm-hmm. Is it engorged?
The engorger, that's the
Oh! They have a special column.
It's pretty wet.
So I'm gonna say,
The wet column.
Yeah. Soggy newspaper.
yeah. So the newspaper shows up, and along with it, you see a bunch of what I'll call hot sheets, if you will. And you can see various wanted posters, actually. One that catches your eye, oddly enough, is a funny portrait of a fellow, and it says "Wanted, Bard." For questioning, it simply says, but the reward on it surprises you at about 500 gold. It says 500 lions.
Ooh.
And it specifically says, with a Cormyrian sigil, which is quite literally like a dollar sign and a cent symbol combined, if you will. But yeah,
Dead or alive?
alive for questioning, it says.
That's all it says.
What's he
Uh,
look
yeah.
like? What's his,
It just
what's
has
his
a
face?
it has a funny portrait of a fellow.
Like a human?
Yeah, it's very much a well. It says human question mark. And
Petrichor.
no, it's very much not petrichor. I will say.
I'll turn
Oh,
it in
he's
for
not
500.
But with that
I
said,
need that one.
Me too.
Yeah.
there's a couple others you can see.
Do we get our own jet gear?
I'm sorry, your own jet ski.
Jet
Your own yes gear.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's-
daffodil. No, there's no daffodil. If there ever was, it was a lie. But yeah, so long and short, that shows up in the news. They've got celebrations that are going on for First Blood. There's also a word of some hunting doings and Siskel doings in the area. And by hunting, I mean like general areas for hunting for those who want food. It's like the weather report, it seems.
Do we all have our own newspaper? Or
No, it's just like a pile of them is delivered.
okay, I want to rip out the wanted poster.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. I don't memorize that dude's face.
Does it say his name or anything? Just a bard.
Bard and then human question.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna-
Literally
I'm
says
not-
human question mark bard.
And what does he look like? You just said funny. What does that mean?
So the portrait is funny because it has like this gawking expression of him.
God.
Meanwhile, it shows him with what looks to be some sort of loot of some sort in his hands, and so he's a loot bard, and he's the sketch is decent, but he looks like, how can I put it, 30-ish Caucasian, or maybe parchment colored. You're not sure, and he's. Trying to think. Facial hair? Yeah, I think he's got some scruff. Like they've shaded in on his face. The loot is rather distinct. It's got a weird shape to it that stands out. Something with lots of bumps and wings to it. And what's different is they've got a picture coming off of, and you realize it's not a background. It's showing something coming off the guitar or lute or whatever that thing is. Literally. Shows arrows and a picture And the picture is like a little scenic thing with hills and a sun.
I
That's
haven't caught interest in it. I'm just like, it's not my vibe.
Is this taking up the whole sheet? Is it like, how big is
There's a couple of them, like I said. There's like Mad Tooth, Bloody Claw, and he's like, wanted for murder several times over. As of course he is.
Crocodile, both?
Huh?
Is he like a lizard man or
Yeah.
crocodile? Is there any bullywugs in there?
Oh my god. Something positive, I bet, too. They get an award for something good.
for humanitarian?
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy's #1. We gotta catch him.
He's like some, like,
yeah, he's model citizen.
yeah, model citizen of the
Still
year.
hunting some wanted people.
Oh, no. That's wrong. So before we went all down this route, which is totally fine. Question is there anything else really?
I think we should try and get out of here.
Oh, we just need some jars, don't we?
Oh, I was planning on getting
Jars of what?
water skin.
Okay, that's fine. You pick it up. Totally for book price. That shit's everywhere. You can find it for like 10% under. So that's that done. Anything else? Seriously.
What's it for me?
I also got probably a couple containers or something. Just to store things that I gather. But I'm good. Let's go.
Yep. Yeah, they're done with my gloves and shit.
Sounds good. When you guys are getting ready to head out, Christo comes out, doing the same, strapping up. Looks like he got his crossbow fixed.
Where are we heading next?
He looks over towards you. We're heading south. We have some stops to make along the way. And then hopefully, before long, we'll find ourselves in, I don't know, anywhere that is as good as here was. And he says so with a bit of sarcastic edge to his voice with your passive insight. You'll note there, Mr. 15.
I don't really bother Christo. So I just like, okay.
And also true, poison arrows could be made. With that said, you guys head her out of town? You good? Everyone good? Good.
Anybody want to stare at that weird cow before we go?
God, no.
So Larry's like, look at that!
Takes the blinders off.
Yeah.
My knees on.
What happens when we do that?
Oh, and take half the
Stuff.
5 platinum for that thing you sold because you carried it the whole time.
Oh! Sorry, you gotta pick up your shit, which
Yeah.
you do. Done.
Fire. Turns on in the can.
Hope not,
This
Jesus.
whole thing.
Wake up from my dream, good nightmare.
How much gold is a platinum?
And then it happens again.
I'm saving up for boots.
And anyway, how much are they?
They were expensive. I
How much do you
remember.
have?
Not a lot.
I think you have the least, probably the least amount
Yeah,
of
I
money in
don't
the
have
group.
that much money.
Oh no, I
Which
have
one do you
definitely the
have?
least.
The Dragon math, faint math.
Oh, that's what I'm looking for.
You have 3 gold? That's it?
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
I'm alright with that. I got a
What
barrel up.
level
I've
do you realistically?
I think every time he wanted something, I paid for it.
That's true.
20?
That's true.
I mean, shit.
Part of the
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see how long it gets. Probably like 10.
The penis.
If it gets like
I'm in my
10,
own
you
group.
know, because
Yeah, I'm in that group
we'll see.
alone.
Depends on how long we play. Like, when you say this campaign, do you mean this season?
Yeah.
They gotta get cobbled together.
Oh, what level are you guys now?
4.
Yeah.
Like
Probably
handcrafts,
really
like
nice, nice
one like little straps there, and he pretends he has one.
Like, the bell curve's pretty harsh. It's after 2, it's not too bad before.
Okay, well then
I don't know.
this
It's,
campaign then.
Like a
Cock
cup?
sheath?
I'm assuming
Yeah.
we'll see
Oh,
you.
yeah.
20th, if I can keep figuring out reasons for it.
Oh,
Typically, like for political, it's at like 50. For when the story would really wrap out with what I'm intending. Like if we get to some Lord of the Rings shit, then sure, great, you guys get that high. We'll see.
Yeah.
All in due course.
I'm just trying to figure out my dragon math. Because at level 15, he turns into a large dragon.
As you guys are making your way out,
What?
Yeah.
Cod piece.
Oh, okay.
It's like a mini
Oh.
cup.
Yeah, your
And
yeah,
he
your
wants to
cod.
make one.
Yes, Flick's gotta get one made to protect his penis.
Because you threw your part of the penis pack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are all
He's
the
getting
you guys
pretty
getting one?
He's saving up. He's saving up.
That's what he's saving up for.
I
God
mean, heck, it'll still protect me.
these
Protect your
are
gods, brother.
Georgian tequila smashes.
That's good advice.
So
for anyone.
sugary that would make your teeth grind after a 6-pack. Or 2. You guys hit the road. Or so you think you're going to at first, until you get to the gate.
Womp
You see
womp.
there's a bit of a lineup to get out of the
No!
out of the city.
Blair
As,
goes back to the ditch.
As you get there, you can see the lineups moving pretty briskly. It's just people are checking for something at the door, we'll say. But as everybody's heading out, you guys sitting there
Who's driving
waiting
the
on.
wagon?
Of all the sights to see, coming up a side alleyway as you approach this, you see a recognizable face.
Oh no.
2 of them. No, incorrect music. No, that's not the right music. Just getting real happy on me, Spotify. Just chill, alright? Just chill.
Who do we see?
Excellent question. A rugged, sexy, apparently, face. As she comes out of the darkness, Christo notices them as quickly as you and looks away. But not one to let it go. Yolanda walks on by, and Donovan, Christo! I could smell you from back there. You have yourselves a great day. Trying to stink up the swamp. Christo doesn't say any mind. He mutters something to himself. But as you guys get into line, it's only a moment later, you guys get to the head where they look upon you. No merchant, no trade. They ask you, and Christo gives a shake of his head. Just wandering. And they say to you, 2 silver, what's for some scout? And Christo pulls out 2 silver, and he says, no, 2 per head, says the lizard fella. The other ones look at him. Christo, he grabs a bunch more coins and he puts it in his hand. And the lizard says, you give too much. You trying to bribe? Christo just looks at him. And he pulls out another gold piece and puts it forward. Yes. At which point the lizard says, have a good day. White skin. Dry. I bet you taste good. You guys make your way out, and Christo says to you guys, we are now in the South Farseas. Until Sword's Rest, Malaran's Rest, he says. No, the one before it. I have to check my map. It does not matter. Civilization is a far way away. Look at me, all of you, this is important. We must be careful, or else they may find out how we taste. He hobbles along with you all as you trot your way away from Nykhas Rest, leaving the large towers, the towering mud, marble, and whatnot, the bathhouses, the barbecue pits, all of it behind. Having learned a few things, maybe. Having seen a few things, maybe. What more is there to see? Much more we'll see. And with that, credits roll. We'll end it early. 2 minutes early. Unless you want to keep going.
No, that works for me. I had a 10.5 hour day today.
How about on time for once? How about on time for once, I said. With that said, would you like a James or that?
Cooking stuff. So what does the knife do? You just said it just heightens my...
Yeah, so you can sense at advantage, sense and find ingredients that you know. If you know you're looking for it out in the wild, you can find it.
Doesn't that, okay, cool.
That's pretty good.
That doesn't work good, yeah.
Well, at advantage.
Yeah.
Cool, wait That was my favorite.
Don't steal mine.
Well, no, especially like the silent, grung mating charades. The Yeah.
Yeah, I really
The
enjoyed
descriptive.
watching Thalara get into that mud pit. And your
also enjoyed that.
quiet racism too.
Yes.
And my
Someone would have
dog
said-
doing his little doggy paddle.
I like the boys' penis club.
Every ingredient has a bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, him passed out over here, and I'm
So,
just like,
okay.
listen, you're right here, like, talking about cloacas.
Otherwise,
being
would you
gory.
like the Jay was roses?
So the cloacas
Yeah, I
are-
really enjoyed the bath
Something
scene.
else was important.
A little bit too much.
Hey.
Hey, that were good shit. What's it there for?
I don't think I didn't like. I don't know.
Yeah, really?
I'm very happy I now have a proper dragon saddle.
And yourself? Would you like the Jay was roses?
I like anytime Flick is like a fish out of water, stranger in strange land trying to relate to the other people. Yeah, I like all the funny stuff with the boys' penis having club and
That I don't know I'm a part of.
yeah, you're a high-ranking member.
And I'm just like
yeah,
a
that's
begrudging
fun.
member.
That's really fun.
You're like, how did I get into
For
this?
sure.
Would you like
Yeah.
roses of it?
It's like I should have just gone to the stable.
I like shopping and exploring towns and anything that like enhances character development even a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good pace this time.
Yeah, we got through the shopping quick enough.
Yeah. Well, no, I feel like there have been like a couple more like filler sessions, and I was falling asleep because they were really slow. Not gonna lie.
I'd love to hear more. Give me a list. Yeah? Was it the one where you were piloting your shit remote? Because I agree, that one was slow with everything indecisive. It was, am I doing it? Am I not? I don't know. Maybe I will. Gosh, I just don't know what I feel right now.
I'm here, but I'm not here.
Right? Anyway, taking it on the side. I'm glad you found this session.
Yeah. Oh my
More
god.
to your
what do I want
pace.
for breakfast?
I think we just
Hey man,
the last couple
Character
sessions we were
development.
kind of doing like a side quest-ish because like people were missing and stuff. So now we're like if we're back on, I think we'll have more flow.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Missed it.
Yeah.
Lost my hat last week.
Yeah, I like having a personalized item now.
I will admit, the Ozrin thing may have seemed, but it was more established in area.
But yeah, it was important.
Not yet.
Well, no,
There's no other thing. Better setup and payoff is what I'm hearing.
So
Rather
are
than
we-
pay off and
we
set
are
up.
Here?
we're sending.
Oh, okay, so we're down here.
To the left, yeah.
West Bassmont. Yeah.
That's old map, so it's got Tun and Farsea.
Oh yeah.
Back when it was just known as the marsh. So young.
Did we get any XP for shopping?
No, yes. The session still bears. We'll say this one was 600. Hang on, no, what was I giving last session?
We got a lot.
Yeah, you gave us like 16. I think like it was over
Yeah,
1,000.
but even that was like
Feels so
heavier than normal. It
vast.
should be like
Just
900, sorry.
chunk.
So 900 experience.
I've been looking at
Great, here's your level 4.
Plus, just so everyone remembers, we got an extra 20 earlier. I don't remember
Yeah,
why.
over
I
it.
thought it was an extra 5.
It was 5 for
Okay.
4 times or 3 times?
Yeah.
Would have been 20, it might have been 15.
Okay.
I'll take 20.
Oh
I
yeah.
only read one.
No, it was
Extra 5 just for everybody to remember.
Do you need your character's background story or
No,
something
no,
separate
a separate thing.
for your own campaign?
It's not a campaign.
And
I have,
then
like, it's like a bunch of
another
short
900.
Oh, that's
You
cool.
said?
My buddies are so
No, no.
bad at
Nine, basically
Yes.
920
I'm
per
like, we're not doing a
session.
campaign.
Right.
But I'm making like
Like a
doing
bunch
it-
of one shots all take place in the same area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like I made an inn,
Sure.
and the inn's gonna have like help posters.
Yeah,
So
Like
what'd you
that
guys
all the
learn
time.
this session?
Nice.
So I made my first one today.
I'm surprised nobody ran down what happened at Christo.
A lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
At
I'm
all.
assuming
Right,
he
he got
got
into a scuff with.
She couldn't roll. She didn't roll.
I didn't
roll
want to
up
ask
for
him, but I
it.
figured I
I
had the
kept
same.
on needing
Well, she
to
couldn't- she couldn't roll
detect
directly
thought.
on
that.
I should have done that.
That would have been way meta. Like, she's nowhere near there.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
this
if I could have rolled directly, I think that would have been a lot better. Because I would have straight up confronted him about the missing cane handle. Because my first guess is that was a sword cane.
You know it's a
Yes,
sword
you could
game.
tell us.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna save that for like next time.
Yeah,
Like
just
we're gonna be in
like
He
the
that.
car.
uses it in fights all the time
Eventually
with you guys. He like
I'm
pulls
pretty
it
sure
out
I'm
and he
gonna
does his
need
thing
to start
and
using
he
my
uses the
feet
point
just
and
to
shit.
hear what.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Fucking, yeah, let's
Maybe it's not.
scan his brain.
Yeah.
Learn his
Autistic
deepest
elf girl.
secrets.
Don't want to piss him off though.
I'll just wear a clown outfit. Yeah. And like every so often
Get out of my head.
I'll
Pull his hair.
honk like a bicycle horn. It'll keep me here
He'll lose his
too.
mind.
Just do the spider connect yourself.
It'll be for my sake, to be honest. I like the idea of a bicycle horn.
I
I
am
just
Really? I'll just come like a whole orchestra here. You found a treasure!
I know.
Oh, piano and shit. I'm sorry, hi, yeah, I like the pacing, it was good. I like actually doing the shopping sessions. But yeah, not running down Krista's thing, surprise. The question becomes, what will the road hold now? Whoa, wow. Super dramatic shit. Everybody had fun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Lots of laughs.
Learned a lot
Always
about
good time.
Chloe
frog
goes.
appendage.
Yeah, I learned a lot of my own
Yeah, I
anatomy.
needed that today. Today was rough. I needed to laugh about cloacas.
Everyone was
Wow.
taking notes though? Your stuff?
What?
Everyone was taking notes? Well, I mean, you had a bunch of ingredients and such or something.
I took notes that I was there for.
I'm
So
usually good on
I took a little
remembering.
late.
I did.
so
I see that.
hopefully the rest.
The only notes I took were about the saddle, and that was just to customize it. And I was like, wolf locked, black crocodile leather, and it's got like gold stitching. It looks like lightning bridges.
That sounds really awesome.
Not gonna lie, that's about what you found. That's,
Yeah.
that's what the big cities look for, though. That's what I
Yeah.
love about that. Is an opportunity for it. But yeah,
Are you gonna have to get your saddle like not mended but changed every time?
Well, that's the
he
good thing about
grows?
wolf locking, right? Is it can be
Oh, it's
custom
like
fitted to the
expandable?
animal. This is my horse girl self talking now. Yeah.
anything after credit scene, as you guys are walking along, the camera pans against the growingly distant city, and as we see, there's silhouettes there collecting. As you guys are walking away, you can see the silhouettes in the distance. You spot a few up there. One of them points towards you, and they disperse.
We're done.
For that, you guys, hey,
It just points at us.
Just like
you see him point out towards you.
Just like a dark figure.
Dark figure, I'm gonna just.
I'm gonna point back.
Just pushing our heads.
Oh my
point
god.
we're all like, oh.
You think you see a reaction?
I'm doing this to them at their head.
That's fair, actually. And then it cuts to black. To this,
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
this music. Perfect. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very Clockwork Orangey.
Oh, I did want to say one thing. We got approached by that handsome-looking female knight or whatever. She was like a purple dragon.
Yolanda.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it
No, she was
Yolanda?
being like protected by the purple dragon.
Yeah, she had a pair of dudes escorting her to a place, yeah.
I
Sure.
did want to lean into Mirren and be like, "Did you see the malaria ducks on her?"
That's a happy birthday.
Wowee!
I just
Claire
imagine,
probably
like,
chimes in. She's like, yeah.
Nodding.
if I were to imagine this, it'd be like an episode of
Yeah,
Drawn
I'll just be
Together.
like,
Right? If
pretty
you've
good
ever seen
mommy
that
milkers,
series.
too.
But everyone's like live action and you're drawn like the characters from Duckman.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
I love it actually. That's what we go with.
There
Yeah.
are clips you can send in.
Yeah.
It can be just
Yeah.
like the whole beginning thing is nice, and then it's just
Yeah.
like a cartoon frog.
I love that everyone's getting their footage in. I wanted to comment on that point. As actually the stuff you sent me was great. I never thought about doing cosplay videos.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, when I came up with, hey, I can do footage from game engines, I was like, oh, I'm such a genius. Yay. Glad having myself. But yeah, no, that was great. Actually, I'm gonna start looking into cosplay, all sorts of cosplay videos for footage for this shit. Yeah, it's a fucking great idea, honestly. If you can find some, man, you might actually be able to find something of like, I don't even know, like the frog dude from Chrono Trigger is the
Yeah.
only fucking thing that comes to mind. But there's got to be other fucking frog characters out there. And I just have never Googled to say what frog characters are there on like Google or ChatGPT or something. You know?
Yeah.
There are some in Looney Tunes, but I'm pretty sure they're wearing top hats with a cane.
And are also very animated.
Come on.
Although I, you know, push comes to shove, it's gonna have to.
Thumbelina! Thumbelina! Some of
Yeah,
the
but
bad
it's-
guys were frogs.
Is there a live action Thumbelina? There's probably a
No.
couple, to be honest.
No, there's
I'll bet you
Princess
there
and
is.
the Frog.
I'll bet you there's like a French one or some shit.
Oh, cartoon what?
That's what I'm saying, though. Hey?
Yeah, there were like a whole bunch of.
Yeah, there's tons of cartoons, but I'm just wondering, there's got to be a live action.
There's gotta be a video game with like a frog man running in the background. I think EverQuest had frog man in it.
Right?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna fucking do
There's a
this.
live action
Frog Luck, that's what they're
from the
called.
90s.
I don't know about that.
I don't like that.
He looks like he's dying. He's not doing well. If that
try
thing came near
this.
the party, I would stab it.
What do you got? What do you done?
The show's called, what is it, Kolapari? It's like a fighting frog dude.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh, I
okay.
did see that. I did see that live action of the frog holding the sword.
See, like, come on, that could be great.
There's a
That
frog
looks like
servant
me.
in Alice in Wonderland.
Ooh, there's a lady one.
Look, imagine Malaria dunks on that.
Yeah.
It's weird that they gave her breast though.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's the game
It's a
called?
frog. EverQuest, Frog Luck. Type in Frog Luck.
Let's see how good the graphics got.
Well, I think the game's from.
Yeah,
like,
well,
the
you know,
90s.
but that's not bad.
That's not bad.
There's probably a video of one of them like running around.
Jesus, that game, man. That was old shit. Frog Lock Chef.
Hey, this is XCOM.
Hey? Yeah. Yeah, I love this
Yeah,
game.
yeah, I'm a huge XCOM fan.
Huge, but I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who was designing it,
Yeah.
don't dig on his design.
Oh no,
Man.
so XCOM 1 or 2?
Number 2 especially, I don't like the. Actually, you know what? I've not
See, I
played
felt
it.
the opposite. I felt 1, the character design was ever so bulky. Do you know
Oh,
what
I don't even care about the graphics. I care about the gameplay there. Like
Oh, okay.
the first one felt like this guy was creatively bankrupt and just went and kind of dumbed down what
Oh, for sure.
D&D offered, D&D 4th edition offered.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what, this system will do. I'll just take some shit out of it.
Sure.
I don't know, like long and short.
XCOM?
Like there's the space, the tactical
Yeah.
one.
Talking about the newer ones. There's one in the
Frog
90s.
But everybody else involved did
Frog Luck
amazing.
dance!
Like the
Everybody
one
else
weird,
involved
like,
did
pink
amazing.
aliens that you have to like deal with.
In which one? Like the one in the
XCOM
90s?
2?
XCOM 2? Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it was like a very unforgiving game and what.
Well, here's the thing. There's XCOM 2, there's 2016. XCOM 2, there's 2001. Which one do you mean? Like, is it 2D or is it 3D graphics?
3D.
Oh yeah.
It was all in game, man. And,
Oh,
man, these guys don't
This
spend
game?
money.
Or is this
Yeah,
another-
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The ever
Yeah,
request
that's the
show.
one.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Does
Is there?
Splinter
Did I
dress
beat
up?
it like
Hey?
time in line?
I've
Like,
been close to beating
said, does
it. I
Flick
died so fast.
ever
I've probably beat like
Oh.
maybe 20 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you ever, does Flick ever wear a suit?
No. He's barely wearing a
There's
barely
this
wearing a
guy.
belt.
Hold on, let's go.
He's like 9. That looks a lot like me.
Apparently there's a Scooby-Doo movie that was Curse of the Lake Monster, and it looks like a giant frog dude.
For real?
Yeah, that's a little scary though.
It is, but
So does everyone have clips in except for Flick?
Kate's lacking.
Sweet.
Wait,
Well,
are
I
you?
have-
No, you are.
I was gonna say one of the clips I sent you had a ranger in it. It's my character, so I said,
Wait, what are you using?
That is
Found a
true,
couple
yeah.
really short
Yeah.
videos.
Needs to be
He's
redheaded
doing your
and
job
an elf.
for you.
No,
You should be
they're-
ashamed.
I don't even know
Just
what they're
ashamed.
They're really
Horribly
There's
ashamed.
no actual like that. Like I'm not fighting
The what
anyone
now?
because
Is it redheaded
every
and an elf?
clip of anything.
I have no idea, honestly. I haven't looked.
It's from Percy Jackson.
So
It's
there's just
the,
like
one of the movies.
I have had a hard time finding
was, like,
anything
attacking
as
the-
well that wasn't like
dragons.
yeah,
Fire.
yeah.
And one of the girls was like a ranger, and she just like turned and like was shooting them.
Oh, the daughter of.
I did send in one
fucking
clip
Latina,
that
I
said
think.
No,
girls
that's not
reaching
true.
down
That's the
to
fucking
head
trailer.
counters
That's
or
the
something.
trailer.
Like that's like it was like a 1 second clip of someone shooting an arrow. Like you can do that.
Where's YouTube? No, hang on. I just closed
Is
it.
your person a human or half elf?
Full elf.
Oh, you're full elf? I think
No,
I
I
had
knew
this
that.
whole time.
No, I'm a wood elf.
Oh, you
Oh,
made
you
me
would elf. That's
uncomfortable
what it
then.
is.
I always thought you were a human.
I always thought you were half elf.
No, I'm
No,
not one
I'm a
elf.
half
My
You're a half
cousin.
elf, yeah.
My cousin is a half elf. That's Tara. She's my other
Have you
cleric.
guys ever commiserated on your elf?
Do half elves have the same
Maybe she's
lifespan
ever
as
like,
elves?
halfy.
Then you freak me out.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to remember that.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
That's my whole frog.
Big old bro.
This guy kind of looks
I'm
like
gonna
he's
have to
younger
watch
than me
this
too.
now.
Huh.
Why do you think she's
I
so
didn't know that there was no
dead?
And define. Yeah,
I feel like
that's
high
just
elves are more
define, sure.
deadpan than.
Damn, it totally is a frog.
No, I'm not a high elf. I'm just a
It's
wood
just
elf.
big.
I know.
Wow,
High
man.
elves
Okay,
are
then-
very-
The
Show
frog's
that
like,
play.
happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh, he shot his tongue at him.
Oh my god, what did they spend on this?
What is this?
Scooby-Doo.
But like a cursed one? Because I don't know what these people are.
Yeah, I know who
That
are
one's
these people,
I'm rooting
right?
for the frog.
Well, if I ever use this for
Oh,
well, that's not
dang.
terrible. That's actually not terrible.
It wouldn't be so bad if it had the fangs.
Yeah, the fangs thrown
Yeah,
out.
really? Yeah. Also, is that a Jawa? Is he just, what the fuck?
Why are your nostrils
I saw that.
like that?
Jesus.
Why does
CGI,
why is his
dude.
hair like that?
Nice.
Just like zoom
Okay.
in on that
Well,
cat
no more
scene.
frogs, and the
Yeah.
rest of this is terrible.
Like, I got the collector juice.
Yeah, it's not Freddie Prinze Jr. Not the real Freddie.
Well, whatever, he got a payday.
Yeah.
The wings
Everybody
are so
here got
bad
paid.
in this, too.
Oh my
How
god,
good for them.
Shaggy.
Why is it all like not the real actor? That's so weird.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
It's just like the
Over there.
prequel.
Yeah.
Is that all the footage of the frog?
It's probably the only clip of it.
Only real good clip of it. Yeah. It's probably expensive for them. Yeah.
I mean, you
Every
could take a
question.
clip of him jumping away from the hooded guy.
Yeah, it's not
So,
bad,
it's
to be
not
honest.
the fact that I have a fucking draconic spirit with me,
What?
Yes.
and that I'm a non-caster that can cast magic.
Oh wow, it's really red in here. Jesus.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what? D&D
yeah.
branding, I guess.